I love hitting that little second
like,
crescendo on there, bro.
I feel like the introduction's better than Monday Night Football, I swear.
Bro, yeah. Actually, you know what?
I could just
see
better
music than Monday Night Football.
I could just see the teams coming out of the tunnel. You know, it's showing all the slow motions of all their faces. You know,
and then all of a sudden, what's his name? Tony is it Tony Romo on Mondays now?
I think
Troy Aikman.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I think it depends. As long as it's Fox, I think Tony Romo does it. Like any Fox. So like if
I don't know, man. They got weird rules now, dude.
Yeah, like if it's Cowboys, it's Troy Aikman.
Yeah,
but like
really?
but like a lot of Fox games, I think it's Tony Romo. Unless he's CBS. It's one company that he has a contract with. We don't know for sure.
We don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Either way, we got better music. So.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, yeah. To get back to the point,
that's not going to change at all. That's not going to change.
So, guys, this is Austin back at you. We're with. So we're actually not really even on the Life of Detours, even though anything is Life of Detours.
Oh no, this is a special podcast.
This is a special podcast. So I'm here with my buddy Joel Mccarroll, who is soon to be a fucking regular on the podcast. I think, man. We just have a good time, man. This is your third time, technically.
Yeah, technically, yeah. Because the first time was when my girlfriend was having a podcast, and then I just jumped in. Yeah, bumped in there, and I'm like, "What's up, dude?"
yeah. Because somebody fell asleep somewhere, and we needed a sub, and we just kind of went with it.
Well, she was taken care of. Yeah,
yes,
she slept very well that night.
She fucking better, bro.
She slept very well. She was so embarrassed, but she slept very well.
Yeah, but so tonight, what our plan originally was, right? So we were going to do this whole podcast about football. So we were going to do talking about the playoffs, our fantasy league. We had a couple of guests that we had in mind. Nobody's hitting us back up. We're definitely still going to talk about the playoffs. We're going to talk a little bit about our fantasy, even though we both kind of got screwed.
Which we're not mad about, like them not hitting us up, because I feel like I understand, especially on a night like this when football has been done, decisions have been made, and hearts have been broken.
Yes, because everybody that we were going to have on, Ben's Cowboys fan.
Yeah, Ben.
Jesse's a Cowboys fan.
Jesse's Cowboys fan.
It's a bad time, bro. Honestly, I almost called it off because I was so fucking butthurt over it, bro. Honestly.
I was waiting for it too.
Yeah.
I was totally waiting for it.
But I'd rather talk out my feelings, just see how it goes.
I'm just glad I'm over here on the other side of the table. You know what I'm saying? I think I can dodge you before you get mad over the stuff you might have to say about your team.
And you're closest to the door. So
that's good. All you got to do is just grab my high tops and just run out.
Grab my high tops. This motherfucker's barefoot right now, bro. Bitch, don't wear no shoes in my house.
Oh, man.
Okay, so that was the original plan. But so now what we're going to do is we're just going to have like a little talk about like what's been going on with the playoffs and stuff. And like honestly, we're kind of just going to be fucking around for the most part. We're going to have some beers.
But the best part about beers and fucking around, there's always sports talk.
Definitely.
You know? Yeah.
Well, I mean, especially with the
And why not just have it on the podcast? You know, that's why I think this is because we can easily talk about this.
Yeah.
You know?
For sure. Yeah.
You know, like we don't have to dig deep into we
were talking about, and even when we talked last week, we were coming up with all these different like little, bits we were gonna do. And,
it's kind of cool. There was so much going on too, and I was like, we gotta write this down.
Yeah, dude, I actually had a little fucking pen and notepaper whenever I called you, and then towards the end of it, I was like, we're winging it. We were definitely just winging it.
I was thinking about it too. I was like, who can I call? Who can I call? And I was like, I don't think anybody's gonna want to
bro, none of my
do this.
Ever answer, bro.
At least, especially after 10. Yeah,
so
everybody's Netflixing it.
Start at like 8:30, by the way.
Yeah, but you were like, I'm gonna go to the watch party. Yeah,
but I didn't go.
You didn't go? You just stayed? No. I thought you went to the watch party. That's all I was like.
I went to Lazy Dog, bro.
Dude, well, I thought it was like, before or something like that.
Our original plan, I told you to be here between 8 and 9. And then you said 10, and I was like, obviously, you might have something to do.
Well, because it was past 8:30.
When I called you? Yeah, it was about 8:30. That's why I was calling.
The reason why I didn't think about 8:30 was because I thought you were at the watch party.
Oh, damn, dude, my bad.
That's why I was like, hey, let's just do it. Because then
you could have been done started, bro.
Yeah, because at 8 o'clock, Last of Us, the second episode appeared.
I haven't watched the first one yet.
Oh, dude,
is it fantastic? Oh, Logan said it's pretty good,
dude. Because my
HBO's on the fritz. So I think my mom canceled it.
I haven't.
Mom,
I'm sorry.
Fuck, bro. I can totally afford it myself.
He said, yeah, but I've been juicing as much as I can.
Hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. But I think it's broke now, so might have to fix that.
The only thing that's broke is you because you've been using your mom.
Turn up, bro. Yo.
But dude, I've never got around to that Last of Us game. But I know the graphics are amazing.
I remember seeing all the trailers.
Graphics are amazing. The storyline's incredible, and I've seen a little bit off of just what people stream. But the movie tries to stick really hard to the game. And
it's a show, not a movie, right?
It's a show. Yeah, it's a series. Sorry, but the first, what are you trying to do?
Let me see it, bro.
Is someone painting?
After your point that you're making, we'll talk about it.
But the show really sticks to the game. Like even if you watch on HBO Max, which that's the only thing it's premiered on, they'll talk about behind the scenes and they'll show
like those little
they'll show clips
deals.
of the game and they'll show clips where they put it on the episodes to show that they're trying to stay true to it. But dude, the concept's crazy. I had
the concept itself.
Dude, I had to look it up on my phone and I was like, can this really happen? Wow. And they said that it is an actual possibility, but they said that experts say it is. They said it would take a very long time for it to ever happen, and they said that, or if it would ever happen, because it's about a fungus, and the fungus that it consumes everything. It doesn't kill it; it controls it. But
cordyceps.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
That's what
cordyceps.
Yeah. Okay, cordyceps. Right.
You know
what
cordyceps are?
What is it?
It's a mushroom. So it's actually we had some in the so we take them. Me and Kristen do.
Yes.
So what it is, it's
that's how it all starts.
Well, there's a different strand. There's a different strain of this mushroom for every different
cordyceps, right?
Yes, cordyceps.
Cordyceps. Okay.
So there's a different strain of this mushroom for every. I don't know if it's every, but there's like thousands of different strains of this. So what it does is it takes over insects. So the main one I'm going to talk about is ants. So it'll take over an ant, right? And so it'll grow a spore right out of the top of its head. And it's basically like a zombie one. And so it blows out. So it takes this ant, takes it up to the highest point that it can get over the top of the anthill, and then it'll kill the ant, use it to grow, and then it'll blow spores out that'll infect the entire population. And then it'll grow more and more and more.
Gosh.
Yeah. And so I saw something about it, and there's one for all different kinds of insects, different animals, stuff like that. Like, dude, it's pretty wild.
And what I read is that the reason why we don't get affected by it is because at a certain temperature it cannot handle its host, and we have a certain temperature where it cannot. That's why we don't have to worry about it, and we get penicillin from fungus and stuff like that. And they said, okay, now what if? And this is what got me really. Now we're gonna get right to sports.
Yeah. Okay.
What if the Earth is getting hotter, right? Which the Earth is getting hotter.
That's right.
Okay, climate changes.
Mm-hmm.
Everything adjusts to the climate. You know.
Yeah.
What if cordyceps adjusts that temperature? Like we do.
Temperature and live.
We'll get used to it. And what if cordyceps get used to it and they're used to our temperature?
Well, do you know why? Another reason why they don't affect us in that way is because our DNA is closer to that than we are to monkeys.
Of cordyceps?
Yeah, we split off from mushrooms further off than we split off from monkeys.
Vice versa. I think, is that what you're saying?
No, we're closer to mushrooms
You're
than we
closer
are.
I thought you said farther off.
It's not monkeys, it's us and... was it the first, like, amphibians or something like that?
Okay.
It's something like that. I actually saw this on... Down to Earth with Zac Efron. That show they go
highly recommend. By the way,
highly recommend.
Yes. Does it get
very informational?
Does it get a little cheesy with Zac Efron? Yes, but dude, like it is mind blowing.
Yes, and his buddy,
the health,
yes,
genius,
Darren.
Health guru.
Yep.
Yes,
fucking awesome, dude.
Dude, so the first season was incredible.
This is actually where I saw the whole thing about cordyceps. They literally pulled a cordyceps out of the ground. Yes.
Okay, I haven't seen it yet.
Pulled a cordyceps out of the ground with a worm on it that it was consuming and using as a host. And the cordyceps was about yay long, and the worm was about this long.
Go watch Last of Us because what you're saying is fascinating, but when you see Last of Us, that terrifies me.
They take it to like a sci-fi.
Oh, level. Dude, it's terrifying because they said there's no cure.
Oh yeah, no.
There's no vaccine. There's no cure. Like we get our medicines.
No, because it's a natural thing that's happening.
We get our medicines from like funguses and stuff like that. And like they're like, this is we can't do anything.
Yeah.
So this like the first 2 episodes, it just shows like the devastation. Like when people start realizing what's happening.
Take over, bro.
Because like there's just moments when they're like, what do we do? What do we do? And they're just like, you have to kill them.
Yeah.
Like there's no vaccine. It's
part of your. It goes into the brainstem.
Watch it, dude, because the first episode's like an hour and a half.
Yeah,
it
should be.
Yeah, and then it's just an hour. You know, so like each one's like a movie.
Yeah, dude,
it's awesome.
That's what I like about
super
those HBO
good,
shows, man.
So I literally thought you were at the. So, long story short, I thought you were at the watch party. Yeah, that's why I was like, okay. Yeah. I was like, I'll watch this and then I'll head out.
Damn it, yeah.
Damn, dude, I'm so sorry. And then I had to wait on
Chris
food.
and I had to go pick up OC. You had to get food.
Yeah, I got some great Indian food. I had some great Indian food.
Where from?
It was called Star India. And it is great. South Arlington, it is fantastic, man. And this is the thing about Indian food is that like I love Indian food. I just never order it because I don't know what the hell I'm ordering.
I don't either. Yeah,
I don't even know what I had, but it was delicious.
Yeah,
it was
Kristen
delicious.
knows what's going on, but I don't.
Chicken, veggies, a certain sauce.
It's like whenever you go to get ramen, I'm like,
oh, dude.
I don't fucking know.
No, and then Chris like, how spicy you like it? I'm like, how spicy is your guys' kind of spice?
Way spicier.
Yeah, because it varies, man.
Yeah, bro.
Varies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we should have definitely started this a lot earlier, so I'm sorry about that.
No, dude, fuck it. Yeah, that's okay. Yeah. But do you want to talk about the fucking vape situation here, bro?
This man, before we started, he was like, I'm going to put my nicotine gum out. And as I'm hitting my vape, you know, and then before we get this started, he was like, can I hit that? And I was like, oh, is someone fiending over here? Is someone fiending? He was like, just leave it in the middle of the table. And I was
we'll talk about it. So the thing is about it is, I love the gum, and I don't have a vape. I don't hit them regularly or anything anymore. But whenever it comes to the podcast, man, it's like having that gum in kind of hinders my mouth movement and stuff like that. And
it's
like
overpowering.
No, dude, the flavor and everything
you've given me the nicotine gum.
Yeah.
I was like,
well, I'm actually down
getting
to
like
the 2 milligrams now. I have the 4 milligrams.
Those 4 milligrams knocked me on my ass.
They're nice, bro.
And then if you chew on one of those, I know you're probably not supposed to, but if you chew on one of those and then you hit a vape,
yeah, dude, don't do that.
Don't do that. But one, it's bad, but also like it annihilates you.
Yeah, it'll fucking rock.
I think it'll make you sick.
Yeah. And anybody that's fucking listening right now, you need to go listen to the it's fucking goofy because it's on Two Bears One Cave, but so it's Tom Segura talking to that guy Anthony Huberman that I was talking about.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
So from the 50-minute mark to about the hour mark, they're talking about the different different substances and the way that they can work with your body. Like they get into MDMA and like psilocybin and all that stuff, but then they get into talking about nicotine, and I've looked this up before, nicotine actually isn't bad for you in its
true form.
So nicotine is actually a supplement that honestly we should be taking. It's
like drinking a glass of wine, like red wine, like once or twice a week or something like that, right?
Well, so Anthony Huberman, he's a neuroscientist, but he's a neuro researcher for, I want to say Princeton, but I know that's wrong. But so he was talking about how it is. So nicotine itself, he also said on the pod, he said smoking because of the carcinogens bad, vaping worse. He also said that nicotine and so like taking the nicotine gum totally fine. There's nothing about that that's bad. But he said there was another. So he's a professor at whatever university it is. I want to say Princeton, but I don't know. But he knew another professor there that would go through just packs of this fucking nicotine gum, and he always asked him why. And he told him, he said, it's for mental acuity and it's for my memory, and it just keeps me sharp, you know. Like, and so there's no harm to it. There's nothing bad about it.
Which I'd lack, by the way. My memory has gone to crap.
Yeah.
I went to Houston, and this is related to what you're saying. Mm-hmm. And I think the moral of the story is he's trying to give me all these statistics on why he needs my vape, so I'll give him my vape.
Exactly what's going on.
But when I went to Houston,
also fuck this vape because it's the worst possible way to take your nicotine.
Exactly, as this man hits it. But I went to Houston, and it was, of course, like we went to like my girlfriend's friend's birthday party, and they're super cool. But they get like a lot of their friends to come in, you know. And one of their friends was like a registered nurse, like an IV like registered person.
Oh yeah,
you know, like, they're the ones that do the IVs. Yes.
Phlebotomist, yeah.
Oh, thank you. and what she did. Yeah, he's
Give me his name for half a second. I pulled out phlebotomist, bro.
Touche. Phlebotomist. I'm like, spell it. He said,
FLABOTOMIST.
let me get my gun. He said, let me get my gun. But she actually brought with her IV packets and B12 vitamins.
Yes, dude.
She said that will save you from a hangover.
Dude, but, whenever I was going with Nick that time to the celebrity softball game, they had an IV station on the top floor of the hotel.
That's freaking awesome.
Yeah.
You can get people to come over to like give you I did not know that.
There's a service. Somebody actually gave me a card. It's a lady. She said, so if you pay for it and you refer somebody, you get free ones.
Yeah, and there's different types too.
Yeah,
different types. But what she was saying, because I was looking for a vape, and she was like, "Here." She handed me a cigarette, and I was like, "Oh man, that's like I know it's not as better, but I vape. I don't smoke cigarettes." And she told me about how she was a nurse or phlebotomist, a phlebotomist,
yes,
right?
Yes.
And she was saying that like doctors say that like she's like I was like I like to smoke, but I rather smoke cigarettes than vaping because vaping's like a whole lot worse. She was like, I told her straight up, I was like, because the metal shards that's in it. She's like,
yeah, that's exactly.
She was like, the little bits of metal shards, like it's just it's really bad for you. She was like, but
and also there was another thing that I read, or I don't know if I read it. I probably heard it on a fucking podcast because I don't read that kind of stuff. But so actually, I think I read it in a fucking Stephen King book. But he was talking about
Twisted
how tobacco. If you smoke it when your lungs have developed, then it's not, the carcinogens aren't as bad for you. But when you do it like at a young age, which I did, I did too.
Started
at
I
like
did
14, being a dumbass.
Yeah,
but,
mine was like 12.
Yeah.
12. Yeah.
So whenever your lungs haven't fully developed, then it's a problem. But once your lungs have developed, it's not as big a thing. But it's still carcinogens, not good. You should never do it. But there's healthier ways to do it, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
That's a...
Not a doctor, by the way.
After just talking about this, it just makes me realize how much I need to quit vaping.
Yeah. Dude, every time, man. Yeah.
There's just always stressful situations, which I know you need to handle it a different way, but gosh
get
dang.
Get some gum, bro. Fuck it.
Is that over the counter? Or?
Yeah.
It's over the counter?
Yeah. Dude, but I honestly, so I've been buying the Equate version or whatever, or the whatever you get from Kroger.
The generic ones, which is just as good.
Yeah, except for the flavor isn't as good, and it doesn't
awful?
last as long, because my buddy actually found some Nicorette on the clearance aisle one time, and he just bought it for me. It was like fucking $12 or whatever. And so he bought it and he gave it to me, and so I fucking milked that shit. It was so much better. Holy fuck,
way
it was
much
better. The flavor lasted
way
longer.
When's the last time you hit a vape before this one?
Well, I hit my roommates earlier, but before that, probably about a week at least. Yeah.
And even then, it's like, hey, can I puff it?
Yeah, exactly.
And then that's it. Yeah. And I really think it is. I hate saying this, but it's just like the actual truth. The oral.
No, I actually had one on the last podcast because I didn't want to do the gum.
Yeah. It's the oral fixation of just smoking. The activity of smoking.
Well, but that's the whole thing about the gum for me is you get that, like you get to kind of
you're doing some kind of motion. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
No homo.
Nah, bro, I got to do something with my mouth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's why I hate saying the word oral fixation.
It sounds bad, dude.
It does.
They say that an oral fixation has something to do with mommy issues.
God, I do have mommy issues.
You got mommy issues, bro?
I actually really do.
Same.
That's why you were like, what did you do today? And I was like, I try to watch as much football as I can, but I was actually handling some mom issues.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Do you want to talk about it or no?
Life of Detours.
Detours, bro.
Yeah,
okay, yeah.
That'll be perfect to like take up most of it. Yeah. But that's like towards present time.
Nice. Well,
okay,
let's go ahead and get into some football. All right, well, I'm gonna crack this beer
because you're doing the Indian pale.
Yeah.
Right?
So, like we were saying earlier,
this is fantastic.
I didn't go to the watch party. I went to Lazy Dog, and they have this beer club that you can join. By the way, crackety crack.
Crackety crack.
So you can join their beer club, and it's $39 for 3 months, I think it is. And whenever you sign up, if you're at the restaurant, you can get, so it's $39, but they take $39 off your check, and then they give you a flight of beers, and they give you an 8-pack of Tall Boys and a glass to go with it. And but the only thing is they put you on a recurring membership, which you can cancel, but it's kind of a bitch to do, which I'm probably gonna do. But honestly, I might not. If I end up going over there pretty often, it's kind of worth it, dude. Because you get like 10% off your to-go orders. You get like you get upgraded to Talls for free.
The best part I love is you either bring your dog. They have a food menu for the dogs.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. There's a reason why it's called Lazy Dogs.
Like scratch made, and it's like pretty well
scratch made for the dogs, scratch
dude.
made for the humans,
Yep.
and like
good stuff, man.
And they brew their own stuff, right?
Yeah.
That's what we're drinking right now,
that's
right?
Exactly right?
Okay,
so what did you have? You had the
I got the white pale.
The old Old Pal? Is that what it's called?
Old Pal White Ale.
Yep, and I have the this one's actually my favorite, the Huckleberry Haze, dude. You got to try this real quick. Hold on,
Huckleberry Haze.
Let me pour this up. So
yeah,
this
is
the
smooth
sweetest
and fantastic.
IPA I've ever had, and it's fantastic.
Sweetest IPA.
Sweetest.
Okay, I'm about to. Yeah,
it tastes like a blueberry muffin.
Am I much of a sweet person? No, but I'm not much of an IPA person.
So
but sweet as an IPA, I think that'd be the perfect balance.
There you go. Yeah.
It smells sweet.
It does.
Yeah, it does smell.
Yeah,
smells
I can
sweet.
smell it just from
Say berry.
Yep. I want to say blueberry.
I love blueberry.
Yeah.
That's good.
And it, yeah.
That's Captain Crunch berry.
Hey,
berry
there
cereal.
you go.
Look, there you go, right there,
nice.
in a freaking glass.
Yeah.
You want to try this since you already?
Yeah. That's that white ale.
It's smooth, dude. Yeah, it's just light. It's super light. It's not hoppy. Like you can sip on that all day. Just smooth.
Wow, dude. That is nice.
No, wait until it's like ice cold.
That's like nice and crisp, dude. Actually, speaking of which, I'm gonna go throw some more in the freezer.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, this ice cold would be great.
Yeah, because they're in the fridge right now.
But it goes to show how good the beer is with almost being room temperature.
Well, that's the whole thing. Is like you're really supposed to, as far as like flavor notes and stuff, you're supposed to drink them at room temperature. But
great idea.
Yeah,
talk about different types of beers.
That's
on another.
I do.
My
no,
God.
I mean I have different beers on like every podcast. So
dude. That's great. You should definitely.
It's always been a part of my podcast, but it's not what the podcast is about. Yes. That's what, dude, I love a good crispy crack on the fucking pot.
It's crispy crack. I'm going to use that now.
All right, I'm about to go pop these in here. Do you want to get them queued up for the what we're about to pull up on the screen?
Is it on the computer right here?
Yeah. So you have the whole list there, but this is the first one.
You're holding my vape hostage. He said, I know.
Let's see.
Bump over here. I am supposed to be talking, sir.
Yeah, get back in your chair.
Hey, whoa. Dude, your seat's a lot warmer.
Yeah. It's because I got a hot ass, bro.
Help me.
Help me. He's currently being seduced.
He took my high tops. I can't leave the house.
He doesn't even have shoes on, bro. He can't run. That's the best part. All right, yeah, dude. Huckleberry Haze, though, by the way. Very fun.
Huckleberry Haze.
Nice.
The aftertaste is the haze.
Definitely. You do get a little bit of like a bitter aftertaste on it. So it starts out sweet, and then it comes in with a little bit of like...
Yeah.
Yeah. So, let's talk a little bit about football, boys. Yeah, so... Fuck the regular season.
The regular season...
Actually, why don't we do this? Let's go to... Google it real quick. So we're going to pull up everybody's regular season records.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Cool.
Let's do football standings, maybe.
Because we can definitely talk about like the best teams or the most disappointing teams.
Yeah, so we can go through. So this is the AFC East right now. So you have the Bills at 13-3.
You go straight to my division. Great.
Right on.
Oh, freaking hits
Actually,
hard.
that works. Okay.
He said that works, dude. That works.
So Bills 13-3.
Okay.
Dolphins 9-8. Patriots at 8-9. So if you would have flipped that, they would have made it to the playoffs, and the Dolphins wouldn't, right?
Yeah, was. That's all it was.
They were one game
That's
off.
all it was. But the thing is, if you win the Raiders and the Bengals game,
which they lost,
you would have been 10
in the last.
You would have been 10-7 with the Bills lost.
Tell me about these. What happened?
With the Bills lost, dude.
Because I know you have like a photographic memory for these.
I mean, it hurt. I mean, kind of have a photographic memory. I was too busy crying. I was tearing up. You could barely see the screen.
I know. I've watched videos of you fucking watching football. And it's stressful for me.
It sucks, dude.
Watching you watch football is
it's the only time I get emotional, man. Except when I see a dog die in a movie.
Marlene.
But yeah, stop it. Oh, Wilson's my favorite.
Yes, dude.
But
ass boy.
It was like, I mean, do I remember exact plays? No, but I remember when the Raiders were like pretty much like in the lead. It was at Raiders. I'm a Patriots fan, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
And the Patriot and yeah, I get a lot of slack in the DFW, Dallas Fort Worth area. But literally, we start coming back, and it is 24-24.
Yes.
You know, you see what I'm saying? Like, I think they kept the lead. We came back, we took the lead, and then they pretty much tied it. And besides us, just running out the clock, we do a play, and the running back's running. He gets like 17 yards. And besides him just, running out the clock, just knowing that there's nothing left.
That's when he went for the pitch,
he does a lateral pass to our receiver. And I think it's either Thornton, which is our rookie, or Jacoby Myers, who's our star wide receiver. Mm-hmm. And I know the wide receiver core is not that great when it comes to Patriots. Right. But then he just realizes what's going on. So he starts running, and everybody's clearly surrounding him. Yeah. So what he does, and
throws it up in the fucking air.
So what he does, this is the crazy part, is like who he's throwing it up in the air to. He throws it up in the air, and it's a lofty kind of throw. Yeah. He's trying to throw it to Mac Jones. Mac Jones.
He didn't even get close to him. From the video that I
super
saw.
Great. I think he's a really good, underrated pocket passer, and that's not coming from a Patriots fan. I'm saying realistically, football perspective.
If I may, I think Mac Jones looks like a bitch. By the way,
yeah, he has that little preppy
boy face.
Wears Abercrombie, jean shorts still maybe. Sure. Yeah. He was the one that was doing the
frats,
keg stands. He looks like a keg stand kind of person. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
he would get messy when he did
it. Yeah. He probably a little. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. The foam. And drink too much. Yeah, that's why I never do it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So either Thornton or Jacoby Myers throws it, lofty throw, tries to go for Mac Jones. And Chandler Jones, who used to play with us, went to the Raiders like maybe either this past year or a couple of years ago, and he grabs the ball easy. Like it looks like it was basically thrown to him, and he turns around, stiff arms Mac Jones straight to the ground.
Now,
I'm talking about
defensive lineman. Yes.
Okay. Defensive lineman Chandler Jones, and
probably 280.
Solid.
Yeah.
Solid. Yeah.
Mac Jones.
I mean, he went from the Patriots, and he went from the Cardinals, and I think he went back to the Patriots, and then went to the Raiders.
Okay.
And he just stiff arms Mac Jones to the ground, and I don't know why. This is why I don't know why he threw it to him, because after Chandler Jones grabs it, stiff arms Mac Jones, no one's there to grab him.
Yeah, that's the last.
He just runs it, and he's running out the clock. Like by the time he's like midway to like the touchdown, the end zone, he is like the clock's already done. It's just we're just waiting for him to just run it in for him to celebrate.
Trip and fall or
unbelievable.
Something.
Okay, so like we lose that game. The next game is Cincinnati Bengals, and Bengals actually do really good. They get good team. I think we were down.
Beat the fucking Bills today.
I think we were down by 20 points or something like that in that game, and we hold them all the way up to like we're only down by 3. Like we start coming back in the second half, and they're only up by like 3 points. And when we actually get it all the way down the yard, all the way down to the 5-yard line, and like it was pretty impressive. We're running out the clock. We need to be a little more hustling, but Mac Jones is making plays. He's slinging that ball. Yeah. That's why I know he's a good pocket passer. He just can't run with the crap. But just like Tom Brady, we're used to that,
For sure.
And then
build your team around.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, as long as you can read, as long as you know the playbook, and you can throw the ball, we can make it work.
Belichick will build it.
Yeah, exactly.
You build it, they will come.
And then we get to the 5-yard line. If we get this touchdown and our defense holds up, like we're good, And I trust our defense. Our defense is top 10. And at the 5-yard line, the same running back, and I love our running back, regardless of these plays. I think we can still keep him. He's a tank.
Yeah.
Ramondre Stevenson goes in 5-yard line, and he fumbles.
Your 5-yard line, or
theirs? I'm talking about 5-yard line and to the end zone. That's it, 5 yards.
Yeah,
and he fumbles it on the 5-yard line, and then all Bengals do is just run out the clock. So there's 2 plays where our star running back pretty much cost us the game.
That would have put you at what, 10-7?
I think at the time we would be like 8-6, and then oh no! I think it would have been. I don't know what I forgot.
I was talking about your final.
I know, but I'm talking about like what was our record at the time if we would have won both those games, and I can't think of it.
Playoff contention.
Oh, we wouldn't even have to rely on other teams losing.
You would have just
it would have never been a win and get in with the Bills.
It's been a while since y'all have just been a shoe-in for playoffs. It seems like
Yeah.
y'all been scrapping
Oh yeah,
for the last
dude.
couple of years.
But I feel like
Bro, I can't believe y'all fucking picked up Cam Newton for a second there.
You know what?
Like,
There was moments where I was like, all right,
yeah, I mean, dude,
run.
Cam Newton was a
run.
bad
We have a good run game.
but
We have a good defense.
He's not a Patriots quarterback.
You know why?
for
Because
he's a Ravens quarterback, maybe.
Carolina Panthers ran him. They utilized what he can do, run,
Yeah.
right? They ran him to the ground where, okay, you take out his run play, what does he got left? Nothing. He can throw. Not accurate, though.
Yeah,
Not accurate at all.
he can throw if he has to.
And that was the only, but that's the only time that, like, we basically, like, clearly we're not going to make a playoffs. We were a horrible
Yeah, that
team.
was that year, yeah.
This season came down to, like, basically 2 plays I was telling you with the Cincinnati Bengals and the Raiders.
Yeah.
But every single time, we're always squeaking into the playoffs, or we're always contention. I like Mac Jones.
Yeah.
But don't ever have our old defensive coordinator as our offensive coordinator, because they clearly see
that what happened?
Yeah, that's who was calling our plays. The last Detroit head coach that got fired, and now it's the new one.
Yeah.
He came back with us. He left us, went to Detroit, horrible. Came back as our offensive coordinator. The Giants head coach, their old head coach, got fired because he was our special.
The guy that was before.
Joe Judge. Judge.
Okay,
yeah. And he got
the ginger motherfucker. That
and he got fired, and he came back. He came back with us as like a quarterback coach. I was like, dude, this is horrible. You're setting him up for disaster. Mac Jones' first year elevated,
Yeah.
and then like he just fell apart. He completely. But I don't think it's his fault though, man. I really don't think so. And us paying big money on certain wide receivers is not worth it.
Carson Wentz on the fucking Washington team.
Tyler, what's his name? Tyler Heineke.
Yes, he
beast.
actually is a beast.
You need to read his. You need to read his background.
To worry about him,
you need to
bro.
read. You need to read his storyline.
Everybody needs to worry about the fucking NFC East. Is what
Dude,
they
you should read his storyline, bro. Like he did horrible NFL, left, and he still stuck with it. Went to like Canadian football, and did that for a little bit. Actually did really good.
Yeah.
And I might have this vice versa. Either he went to Canadian football and then did arena football, or vice versa. But he won. Like I think he actually won like the arena football.
Titles, yeah.
He actually did really good. And then he's been the backup to Washington for so long.
Yeah,
I like him.
Yeah,
I think he's great. I think he's got some spirit in him.
Washington because they're in the NFC East, but also, dude, the NFC East is just looking tough.
Went from the NFC least to the NFC beast.
Beast, bro.
Beast.
Yeah,
I was
3
actually
of the 4 went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
One was 1 game away.
It could have been an NFC East, NFC championship.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
That's hard to say all at once.
Yeah, it is. Dude.
That's how epic would have been.
All right, I'm going to push on a little bit.
We're talking about the
Patriots,
NFC.
8-9.
Let's get it. Come on.
AFC, we had Bills 13-3, Dolphins 9-8, Patriots 8-9, Jets were 7-10. I was surprised by the Jets this year.
Defense,
for a
top 10.
second.
Defense, top 10. That
absolutely.
quarterback situation is screwed.
So now we're on to the AFC West.
But keep that in mind. They're only one quarterback away to being another contention. Another AFC East team.
Dude, because they have some good wide receivers.
Bills,
bro.
Dolphins.
What's that
good
one wide receiver they have?
Garrett Wilson.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I had him on my team.
I had him on my team too.
Whenever Flacco was there for a second, he was throwing to him like crazy.
Give right back to you. This is bad. I'm gonna watch this video and just see how bad. I'm just like, give me.
Bro. But so yeah, I had Wilson on my team when Flacco was playing for a second. And he was throwing to him like crazy. And then what's his name? Zach Wilson, is it? Started playing for him again, and he just forgot about him. Your best fucking receiver. That's why they're 7-10, I think, probably. Yeah. So let's go on to the AFC West. You got the Chiefs at 14-3. Obviously.
Plus we got to keep in mind their star running back Bryce Hall from Jets. He was out for the year, like week 9, week 10. Yeah, I think it was against the Broncos or something like that. Okay. That went to play.
Broncos. I can't wait to talk about them. Yeah. So Chiefs 14-3. Obviously. Mahomes, bro.
I can't wait to talk about their playoffs because I'm a little worried about the Chiefs.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried about Chiefs.
I know they're about to win this fucking Super Bowl.
Yeah, but Chiefs all the way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
bro. So I was born in Wichita. I grew up with Chiefs fans all around me, and I remember growing up, I was like, "Why the fuck are y'all Chiefs fans, bro? They suck because they sucked." You know?
Oh, like for the longest time.
2000s,
for the longest time, dude.
And I was always around them, but they're the fucking coolest, like craziest fans, and I had so much
most
fun. Most
diehard people I've ever seen in my life.
And so, like, if I wasn't a Cowboys fan, I'd be a Chiefs fan, and not even because they're doing great now, but because I grew up around them. And like, dude, honestly, I've been a fucking Cowboys fan for 26 years, bro. And this year, they finally showed me a little bit of something, and they've kind of won me back over with these last 2 games. But dude, like, I love the Chiefs too, man. That's just what I'm gonna say.
I'm from Nebraska. That's the closest NFL team to my home state.
Really?
I do have family in Boston. So don't think, oh, you're just a bandwagon when it came to Patriots. They were the first team.
Bro, and first off, you grew up with the Patriots being the best.
Yeah, exactly. And I grew up watching them after their first 3 Super Bowls.
When you're a little kid watching him win fucking 6
9 years
Super
old.
Bowls, bro.
I think it was like 8 or 9 years old.
You can probably remember when you saw that shit.
Yeah, dude. So I didn't get to witness my first 3 Super Bowls. I had to witness 2 Super Bowls that we lost to the Giants, and then my first Super Bowl win was against the Seahawks.
Oh wow.
Yeah, so it took that long. So I don't even want to hear it.
All right, so Chargers 10-7.
Disappointed, but Justin Herbert with a fractured rib, like week 3. Yeah,
bro,
that hurt.
I have so much respect for Justin Herbert after watching him.
I'm gonna pick him again next year. I don't care.
Was it second game of the year that he got hurt, or was it first game? I watched that game, and he played through the whole time, so much heart, bro. I will never
his game-winning
talk
drive,
shit
dude.
about
It was
that
great,
ever.
dude.
He's so fucking.
Oh, I will pick him up again for my fantasy team next year.
Okay, so Raiders 6-11. Who is the Raiders quarterback now?
So Derek Carr is going to step away. The person that stepped in the last 2 games was
that's such an interesting story about him stepping away.
And
you know,
the thing about Derek Carr is, like, do I feel bad about the situation? Because he is passionate, and he's been with that team for 9 years. But he is good enough where
it's like Romo stepping down when Dak came up.
He will get a starting job.
Or what's his name? Whenever Brady came up. He was like,
when Drew Bledsoe got hurt, Brady came in, never looked back since.
Yeah.
Now Drew Bledsoe owns his own winery. That's what it does. Yeah, and he still gets tickets to the Patriots game and everything. He's not butthurt, but I think I would be butthurt.
Who's the Raiders quarterback?
Raiders quarterback has it right now. If you want to look at it, Jarrett Stidham. Jarrett Stidham is from I think
impediment.
It's Stidham. Stidham.
Okay.
Yeah, he was with the Patriots. We picked him up. His very first pass in the league was a pick 6. Never used him again. Yeah. So but then the Raiders picked him up because Josh McDaniels was the offensive coordinator, and he kind of already knows who Jarrett Stidham is. He knows that. I mean, he's just going to be a backup, right?
Yeah.
And then Derek Carr steps away.
Yeah.
So
and I think they probably have something else brewing.
But this makes me think. Do you think Tom Brady is going to leave Tampa and go to either the Niners or the Raiders?
I think he'd go to the Raiders because Purdy's got the Niners, bro.
That's what I thought. I think
Purdy has officially
solidified
the fact that he's not a fucking rookie, bro.
Was it Iowa? He came from Iowa, dude? Or is it?
Take a look.
I think it was Iowa, man.
Oh, well, that's the first. Oh, of course, it's the first.
Of course. Where did Purdy come from?
Brock Purdy, college football at Iowa State. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, especially tonight, man. Like, he was playing the
say
Cowboys
Iowa State?
defense.
Iowa State? Oh, wow.
He was playing the Cowboys defense, which I'm a Cowboys fan, just so I'm not trying to, like, just blow smoke up their ass or anything. But if not the best, but the second best, at least, defense in the fucking league. And he stepped the fuck up tonight, bro.
Yeah, because 49ers have the number 1 all-around offense, but, like, there's a
defense.
Defense.
Yeah.
Thank you for correcting me. But the Cowboys, they check things like first in the league off of certain categories, and I know for sure
probably like 6 out of 10
for a fact. I think the Cowboys cornerbacks are better than the 49ers cornerbacks,
and that was our huge
but the
problem.
But the defensive line for the 49ers is just a little bit better than the defensive line for the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Just a little. Oh, dude, you can't tell me.
Well, if you're going against the Cowboys, yes.
Yeah, but like, we'll talk about it. Yeah, we'll talk about it because defense showed up for both teams.
Detours, boys.
Yeah, detours. Let's get to this.
Raiders 6-11, Broncos 5-12.
I'll ask you this: who's the most disappointing team, the Raiders or the Broncos, man?
Broncos by far, dude. Man. They have such great receivers, and
Broncos got great receivers. They got Russell Wilson, but everything
they had Melvin Gordon, was it?
But they got Melvin Gordon and Jamal Williams.
Yes,
or I think I forget. It's one kind of Williams, but he got out for the year. Because he got hurt.
That was whenever Melvin Gordon picked up. Right?
Yeah, but here's the thing about the Broncos is that, like, everything that happened this year, like, it was a lot of, like, first time stuff, like Russell Wilson, new head coach, everything's new. So, like,
that's like whenever the Cowboys had fucking Dak in his third year with in 2020 at the fucking worst time. They picked up McCarthy, who changed the entire system.
It's hard. You got to get used to it's a new system,
take
man.
At least a year.
Yeah, so I really think the Raiders might be might be the most disappointing.
Going to come back next year.
I think the Broncos are going to be better than what they had this year, and I think the Raiders will be better too. But dude,
Russell Wilson is a good quarterback.
Josh McDaniels with a pretty decent like defense, and they had Darren Waller. They had
Waller, bro.
They had Devontae Adams.
Yep. And
you got
Renfro?
You got Josh Jacobs. You got Renfro. You got Derek Carr, who has experience and history with Devontae Adams, which we saw that, but that's all we saw from them was just them two, and that's it.
Top 20 quarterback, would you call him? Probably.
For Derek Carr?
Yeah, maybe not top 10. But
I honestly, stat wise, if you can take away this year, man, stat wise, top 15.
Really? Okay.
I mean, but the thing is, it's just like Tony Romo. Stat wise, wow, he checked. He's looking great.
Yeah,
never got it.
Yeah, it's all about finishing, bro.
Yeah,
and that's the story of the Cowboys, which we will get to later.
Yep.
Bengals in the AFC North. Let's go back. So we did the AFC East and West. Now we're in the AFC North.
You a Joe Burrow fan?
Yeah, bro.
Fuck yeah. That dude's
him and Jamar
beast.
Chase, bro. Bro, I have been a Burrow fan since him winning that championship at LSU.
I watched
smoking the cigar with it kicked back with the cigar.
I'm like this
bro.
man right here. I was like, this man's trolling.
Swagger,
he does,
bro.
dude. Some of the stuff be coming in.
Yes.
He'd be wearing like the Cam Newton outfit sometimes. I was like,
and
look at
he's
this dude.
a sexy motherfucker too. I'll give him that. Yeah, I don't give a fuck. Yeah, Ravens 10-7.
Rate them 1 through 10.
Who
you give Joe Burrow solid 7?
Solid 8, bro.
Solid 8
easily. Ravens.
It's the eyes.
What do you give?
Okay, Ravens. I think John Harbaugh.
No, what's it? Oh, dude, fantastic coach.
Fantastic coach.
But what's their quarterback?
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar Jackson. What do you rate him on a scale of 1 to 10?
That dude is a solid. Wait, are you talking about looks or?
I'm about to give him like a 3. Bro.
Are you talking about looks or are you talking about like his skills? Because his skills is like
skills. He's a fucking murderer.
8.5. If he sees me a little more of deep ball, gosh, dude, it's hard. It's hard to say.
He's the oh no, the guy that got in trouble for dog fighting.
Michael Vick.
He's the Michael Vick of our time, 100%.
And he's gonna easily surpass his rushing. Like I think he already has actually. I'm sorry, he already has.
I think.
How many rushing yards in total he's had?
Yeah.
Like he's already gonna surpass them. But
he's murdering almost every other quarterback in the league ever. In rushing yards.
I'm going to look it up right now on my phone. Who holds like most rushing yards for a quarterback in the season? I bet you it's actually Lamar Jackson.
I bet money it's Lamar Jackson.
What, his like second year in?
Or Cam Newton, maybe. Cam Newton might be second.
Most rush yards by a quarterback in a season.
Boy, got the MVP.
Look at this right here.
Tony Romo.
Okay, so look. This is why Chicago Bears need to get their shit together because they have a really good, talented quarterback, Justin Fields.
Okay.
Well,
give you that.
And the reason why I'm saying this is because I looked up who has the most rushing yards by a quarterback in a season. With that rush, Justin Fields passes Michael Vick's 1,039 rush yards during the 2006 season. Fields sits at number 2, though.
Dude, so I will say I watched a little bit of Fields, and he is a guy, and that's one thing I was going to talk about later, is a quarterback that will put the team on their back. That's one thing. I love Dak. I love everything about him for the most part, but he's not a put the team on your back. I'm going to go get that fucking first down if I have to. I'm going to fucking do this. Mahomes, he's that guy. Josh Allen, he's that fucking guy. What's his name from the Chargers?
They're built to take tackles, man. Which is still you shouldn't take a tackle when you're a quarterback. You should always like slide and stuff like that. But when
you're also one of the biggest, strongest.
But 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, fucking rush that shit.
Rush that bitch, bro.
Rush that bitch.
That's why Josh Allen does it. That's why fucking Mahomes will fucking do that that one he did last week. Bro,
let's finish this list, bro, because we're about to get some crazy. Okay, because we're about to get some crazy.
Steelers
stuff.
9-8. We're not even halfway through right now. Steelers 9-8. Browns 7-10.
I'm very long story short. Mike Tomlin finished the year as a he's the only because he's never had a losing season.
Yeah,
and it looked so bad for the Steelers. So I'm happy for Mike Tomlin.
He was able
very
to
respectful, respectful quarterback.
Yep,
very respectful head coach, and their quarterback has potential.
Their win streak at the end of the season was 4 wins.
Yeah.
He pulled it out.
Yep.
Browns 7-10. Jaguars.
Do you think that's going to happen? The Browns. You think magic's going to happen with Deshaun Watson? He looked very rusty.
No, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I don't think so either.
I don't know why. There's something in me that just thinks
Jaguars,
that's not going
though,
to happen.
9-8, beat the fucking.
We're going to talk about it.
Yeah, that was.
Oh, I like me some Doug Peterson.
Dude, that was a really cool
solid
game,
5.
bro.
He might be a solid 4
so we'll
of
come
a
back
person,
to the
but
Jags
it's
here
okay.
in a minute. Titans 7-10 should be fucking contenders, bro.
I like their head coach, but good gosh,
I think
man.
they need to get rid of Tannehill.
Tannehill needs to be gone, and that Malik, whatever rookie quarterback they got from Louisiana Tech.
Yeah,
they ran the ball so constantly because he cannot throw.
dude, look at their streak at the end of the year. Lost 7 in a row.
That's the reason why. Jacksonville
Colts,
won
bro.
4 in a row, but like they would have never. That 4 in a row would have never mattered if they didn't lose 7 in a row.
No. So Colts 4-12, Texans 3-13.
Lovie Smith, know what?
With a win on the end of the season.
I love how Lovie Smith went out with the bang. All he had to do was to lose the last game of the year, and he was like, you know what? I know I'm about to get fired because you're just going to treat me as another head coach over a transitioning period. I'm going to win.
Yep.
And he won, and now they have the number 2 pick besides the number 1.
Bro.
Yeah, immediately fired him after that.
Yep. Oh, so look who's at the top of the NFC over here. So NFC East, Eagles 14-3, Cowboys 12-5, Giants 9-7, Commanders 8-8.
That's a fantastic. That's a beast
All
of a
records,
freaking
bro.
division, man.
Yes, dude.
Everybody went
There's
positive.
no losing. Yeah,
Even
no
the
losing.
A&A. I mean, that's 500.
Yeah,
You're not losing.
that's you going
You're
to
not
the.
losing.
If certain things go right, you go to the playoffs.
Yes,
yeah.
you can.
NFC West 49ers 13-4, Seahawks.
Geno
Surprise
Smith.
me, Geno
Motherfucking Smith. Coming
Yes,
out. What did he? Where did he come out of in college? I think Virginia Tech. Just like Michael Vick.
That, yeah.
Just like Michael Vick.
Yep.
You can continue. I'm gonna figure that
Okay.
out.
Rams. What the fuck happened, bro?
Baker Mayfield.
Yes, dude. You saw that first game with Baker though, but then he realized he couldn't handle fucking Sean McVay's offense. Cardinals 4-13. Dude, I haven't talked to Nick like all season, and I bet he's fucking salty.
Oh, it's not Virginia Tech. It's West Virginia. Geno Smith.
Oh, okay.
He's playing.
Yeah.
He played this year like he was still playing in West Virginia.
Yeah.
I was.
He
I
went
mean,
for it,
like,
bro.
dude, his completion pass. I mean,
He
his
played
completion
like he had
percentage.
something to prove, man.
His completion. Yeah, like, hey,
That's the
dude.
thing about a lot of the guys. That
Like
get
he
into
learned
the
from him being a
NFL.
backup for so long. That's how much we saw
What
from
drives me
him.
crazy, and a lot of people say that's why they watch college football, is because these guys still have something to prove. Whenever you get into the NFL, you're like, well, I made it. What the fuck? I'm already paid. It's over with. So I don't have to prove
backups still
anything.
get
I don't
paid
have to
like
do
$200,000 a year.
anything. Yeah, so like, fuck it. I'll play
I'll
however
be
I
a
want to
backup.
play. Yeah.
I'll look like
And
I'm
fuck the
passing
fans,
throws
dude.
on the sideline and not do anything.
I mean, look at Zeke for the last 2 years. He got paid and said, fuck all y'all.
Right?
Yeah. And then so
Ouch.
going to the NFC North, you got the Vikings at 13-4, a team that can beat fucking anybody, but loses when they don't
beat
need
them.
to.
They beat themselves,
themselves
man.
all the time.
And I'm gonna honestly say Kirk Cousins did not lose that game. I don't think that was Kirk Cousins' fault, man.
Okay, we'll come back to that one. Lions 9-8. Lions always a good team, but not a great team.
Jared
ever.
Goff was on my fantasy,
Yeah.
and he produced more than Aaron Rodgers and Justin Herbert put together.
Bro.
He had so many 30-point games.
So
It was
when I
amazing.
started fantasy, I picked up 2 quarterbacks. I picked up Patrick Mahomes, and I picked up from the fucking Eagles,
Jalen Hurts.
Jalen Hurts, and I wouldn't play him because fuck the Eagles. So I traded him. Yeah. And it was a good move because Patrick Mahomes, there's no reason not to play him. Ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's awesome. You have Jalen Hurts on your bench. I would keep him on my bench just
I had
in
him on my
case.
bench, yeah. I played him for the bye, and then I traded him. And then, so Lions were 9-8. Packers were 8-9. Sucks.
Man, it sucks.
Yeah.
Do you think Aaron Rodgers is staying with Green Bay? Probably not. But where would he
should've
go?
left Green Bay 2 years ago.
You know where he should go to?
Raiders.
I would think 49ers. I would think. Oh, okay.
He's
Look,
not going to the. Nobody's
like
going
after
to
this whole
anymore.
Brock Purdy thing, that
Yeah.
whole conversation's over with, right?
I think so, man. Yeah.
Okay, he
We
should.
might revisit it
Then
next year.
this is what I was getting to: either the Raiders, or hear me out, Tennessee Titans.
Ooh,
You
dude.
get
He
him
could
a
do
star wide receiver, Derrick Henry,
Yes.
and Aaron Rodgers, and they boost up their offensive line and they get themselves a wide receiver.
They
oh
already
boy,
have a good offensive line.
It's
Well,
all right. It's
yeah,
all
it's
right.
okay.
I mean, clearly not if they had a 7-game losing streak.
Well, you had a couple of problems
And it started with the quarterback.
Yes. So then you got the Bears, 3-14.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears.
The Bears. Okay, this one's weird. The NFC
Justin Fields
South,
is awesome, though.
The NFC South was 8-9 with the Buccaneers, and then the next three teams
Worst
are 7-10.
division. This is the worst division.
Yeah.
In the whole
Panthers
league.
7-10, Saints 7-10, Falcons. Dude, the Saints have not been the same since. So when did
They ain't got a quarterback.
when did Sean Payton retire? I didn't even know he retired.
This is his first year not with them.
Really? Okay, because I saw him like he just kind of popped up on the talk shows. And I was like,
Yeah,
what the fuck?
he's on someone like the
Just
Daily Show or
disappeared.
something like that. Yeah, he talks about like all sorts of football this year.
Yeah.
And there was
That's
talks.
the guy to talk about some football.
I mean, Dallas Cowboys were really wanting him, but he decided to take a break, so we got Mike McCarthy. But there's a lot of talks about him going to the Broncos, man.
Dude,
There's a lot of talks about
with
it.
him, with
It
Russell
could be
Wilson.
it could be anything, but I mean,
Wow.
Sean Payton with that offense
How old is Sean Payton, dude?
has to be in his 50s. Gotta
Really? I
be.
would've
Gotta
said
be his
60s.
Or early. He looks great.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, he looks great if he's in his 60s.
Two E's, my bad guess. All right, how old is Sean Payton? 59. Good call.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, good call. Yeah, so Falcons, Saints, and Panthers 7-10. Looking pretty rough there, buddy. That's why the Bucs made it to the Super Bowl or to the playoffs.
The reason why Carolina even had a chance to go in the playoffs because that whole division was so bad.
Yep.
Still love me some Tom Brady though. That's coming from a Patriots fan.
Yeah. So that's what went on in the regular season. So now let's go to this to the playoffs. So do you need a beer? You good? You literally just took the last sip out of your beer as I said that. That's wild.
Might as well. So we don't feel so boxed in, you know.
Damn, that's a good beer,
I think
dude.
I'll use the restroom too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Yep.
We'll come back. Actually, that's pretty good timing. So we're going to take a break. We'll come back and we'll talk about the playoffs and stuff after this. So bye, guys. We'll see you in a second.
These look really good.
Yeah. So
Lost by Lazy Dog.
yeah, we got two more beers from Lazy Dog that we're trying to take our pick from. I told
Oof.
Joel, go ahead and take your
This
pick.
is
out
a
of this
tough
here.
pick, man.
What do you got?
Bonita Mountain Style Pale Ale. Whoa Nelly
Whoa,
Lager.
Nelly.
Whoa, yeah, I got you.
Dude, that Well Nelly's good. Try that.
Is it? Okay. Yeah, it's a lager.
I tried. It was on my flight today.
Okay.
It was good. Yeah, my flight of beers, I should say. I guess. Yeah. Very good. Nice and crispy there for you. Crispy crack for you.
Crispy crack.
Yes, sir.
Crispy crust.
Yeah. Pour up.
You
That
and me.
smells like a pale ale, bro. Smells pale than a bitch, bro.
Mine just smells good. Smells smooth.
So pale, dude. Mine smells like a Caucasian.
A Caucasian?
Yeah, he's pale as fuck, bro.
Caucasian.
Caucasian from Seattle, bro. Dumb. That's dumb.
Dumb,
boys.
bro.
That's dumb, dude. All right. So
let's get back to it,
yeah,
man.
let's get back to it, boys. All right. So we were gonna hop into the playoffs now.
So,
So we talked about regular season.
yep.
Everything's good.
Yep.
Yeah.
And honestly, if we ever get back to this, I would love to talk about preseason. There's so many changes that could be made.
Okay.
But
How about we talk about preseason for next year? After no, because we're doing another pod in 2
after.
weeks.
Oh yeah.
don't forget
Okay,
about
no, yeah.
that.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, because we want to talk about stuff leading up towards the Super Bowl, right?
Leading up to the Super Bowl, and then talking about what's going to be happening for
That's
next
what we
year,
should
and-
talk about, the top plays of the season. Man,
That's what's
there's
up.
lots that we can get into
Dude,
that
we have
one.
so much going.
100%. Let's
Yeah,
go.
see?
Let's go.
No problem, bro.
Yeah, let's go. We
Detours,
go.
dog.
Detours.
Yeah. Cheers, buddy.
Cheers.
What did I get? The Mountain Style or Bonita Mountain Style Pale Ale.
Yeah,
Okay.
cheers.
Cheers. Let's see here. Yeah, dude, that's a nice bitter pale ale right there. That's like crispy, dude.
I'm gonna tell you right now, that white pale ale
Mm-hmm.
kind of beats this.
Really?
It's smooth. That white pale is smoother,
I
man.
think you need a lime for that.
If you need a lime for a lager,
Well, it's a Mexican lager. Is what they
Mexican
went for.
lager.
Yeah. So they tried to go for.
Well,
it.
I
They
like
gave me a lime with
like
lime.
Modelo Negra. I love it without
That's
a lime.
that's a dark
It's
lager,
just great.
though.
Oh, Dos Equis Amber. Love it without a
Yeah.
lime.
I love Dos Equis Amber, bro.
It's
Fuck
good.
yeah,
It's
dude.
good, really good. So,
Yeah. So
Anyways,
let's go ahead and
okay.
start. So
we were talking about Geno Smith coming out of West Virginia.
Yeah.
there was moments where I kind of felt like Geno Smith could pull something off against the 49ers. This is truly when I really I know they were on a win streak, like a 9-game win streak.
Dude, the first half, I thought they had it.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like they can make this a game.
Yep.
You know? I just didn't realize. I never really paid attention to most of the teams. Like I always look at them. I always look at highlights. I always look at their stats. But I'm like, when it's the playoffs, dude, everything changes.
Anything can happen.
Anything can happen, right? Yeah. And I really feel like Geno Smith against Brock Purdy, anything can happen. You know.
But Geno Smith against Nick Bosa, Geno Smith against...
This is when we truly realize San Francisco 49ers defense is not a regular season defense. No. This is for real.
Dude, they shut the Cowboys down to 10 points today, was it? Or
12.
12 points, yeah. And
but
that's hard.
CeeDee Lamb had 117 yards. Guess what? Nothing.
Yeah. It was pretty rough tonight, guys. But they actually played really good, but it's just you're playing...
You held San Francisco to less than 20.
Yeah, that's
insane,
like
with
McCaffrey and Purdy and fucking
Debo,
yes,
Samuels,
dude, yeah.
Brandon Ayuk, George Kittle.
Bad, bro.
I mean, come on, dude.
The guy that killed us was Kittle. Kittle killed us.
Forgive me for burping, but like if you take away Christian McCaffrey, Eli Mitchell,
yeah,
their fullback can run you down anytime, any moment.
Excuse me, guys.
Great.
Yeah.
Makes me feel a lot better about my bird.
All right, so Seahawks 49ers, we're just going to play this.
Yeah, we're going to see some highlights.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about is how calm Brock Purdy is in a situation like this.
Yeah.
He hasn't even done 10 games. He's playing with Christian McCaffrey that's been like close to around 10 seasons with the league.
Is he really that old, McCaffrey?
Dude, they were talking about it today with the Cowboys that they said Christian McCaffrey sticks with Brock Purdy on the bench because he has a lot of experience being in the league for 10 years. I was like, Christian McCaffrey's not been in the league for 10 years. There's no way.
I would have never.
There's no way. I was like, there's not 10 years. Maybe like 6, 7.
Wow, really?
Christian
McCaffrey, so young,
Christian McCaffrey's been around he's just been hurt a lot. Right. But no way 10 years.
But he's a murderer, bro. How have we not heard about this dude?
Oof.
Yeah, McCaffrey.
But the thing is, like, he's not even like tall. No,
he is short stacks, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And quick.
But he had some injuries in Stanford, man, and made you worry, but they still picked him. Like Carolina Panthers still picked him, and he produced, but then he started getting hurt with injuries, riddled with injuries, and I was like, this guy's done for, man. There's too many knee injuries.
Yeah.
Then he goes to a team that's actually worth a damn, and he's having some of his best freaking experiences ever.
Yeah. There goes Kittle. Yep, slamming it. Talk about Kittle, man.
Kittle hasn't been this relevant. Not even with Jimmy Garoppolo. I mean, Jimmy Garoppolo, there's moments with him, but...
Just think about Kittle with him compared to... oh, damn it. From the Chiefs. Travis Kelce. I'm sorry. I just got spaced out by this. Kelce, if you put him head-to-head with the same quarterback... It's a different story.
There's an age difference, though. Everybody keeps forgetting. Travis Kelce's like 33, dude.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But you see him. You see the hands on him at 33, 34 years old.
So he is the Gronkowski of our time.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah,
better.
Gronkowski. Yeah, my boy.
Yep. You know, he was on the talk show today.
On the Ostin show? On the Ostin show?
No
way, dude. You didn't invite me.
Nick, I need you to fucking hook that up. He knows the Gronkowskis. You know that? Yeah, you grew up with him over in Maine.
No, I did not.
Yeah, apparently something like that.
Dude, DFW, like Austin, Texas.
I met the older brother, the guy that played and he played baseball. God damn it.
Gronkowski's brother?
Yeah.
I did not know that.
Yeah, he has
That's actually a fun fact.
3 brothers.
That's a fun fact that I did not know.
Yeah, so his I want to say his older brother played in the MLB.
What? MLB?
Yeah.
Wait, he actually did professional baseball?
I think so, yeah. And I saw him whenever we did that celebrity softball game, and I got to meet him, and he's a ball of energy, bro. Just like you'd imagine Gronkowski to be.
My friend actually like met Gronkowski.
With a size 17 foot, I want to say.
Dude, Gronkowski's like 6'8".
Huge.
But he's stacked,
this dude
bro.
was solid 6'7".
Gosh,
he wasn't.
Straight meathead.
Yeah, huge, dude. But he was leaner. You know, he looked like he was fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, here goes Geno right here.
I mean, look, you seeing this though?
Yeah, it's getting destroyed.
Like but look, the thing is though, you're looking at this, you're like, oh, Geno doesn't have it in him. That offensive line cannot handle that defensive line, dude.
Definitely not.
Watch how many incomplete passes that Geno has, and watch this. It's all about like him just throwing it. He's just throwing it to the ground because he can't have enough time to find anybody, or no one's covered, or no, someone or everybody's covered. Thank you.
Yeah.
No one can get open.
Yeah. There you go.
Great. DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett.
Bro. Yeah. And Chris Godwin, bro, still great. Yeah.
Chris Godwin is with Tampa, but it's they have another. It's a good one. I think it's a good one. Yeah.
My bad.
Which he's a deep ball. He's a deep baller person. Yeah. Like he can catch the deep ball, but you got Tyler Lockett and you got DK Metcalf all day long.
All right, I think we've talked about enough about these guys. So let's go on to the Chargers and Jaguars game, though, bro. Let's talk about it, bro. Let's open this
because we knew San Francisco was gonna like the point spread on this game was like 9.5, and I really thought San Francisco was gonna easily clear that. I thought maybe some kind of hope from Geno Smith, but yeah, like 49ers hands down beat that easily matchup.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah, I mean like that. I could not believe the 49ers defense was that good.
Let's talk about this game. Trevor Lawrence throws 4 picks in the first half.
Okay, so what is this? Okay, so Chargers at Jacksonville.
Yep.
Even though Chargers got the better record since the Chiefs won their division, which means Chargers have to travel to Jacksonville.
Yep.
This game right here, could not believe it. I was in Houston watching this.
Dude, and I was trying to watch this game, and they were.
You almost gave up. You almost gave watching it because like they just started scoring on it, right?
Fuck me up. I was trying to watch this game, and they had the Bills and the Bills and the Dolphins game on at the same time, but it was a rerun because they do a rerun before their game the next day. And so I thought it was a playoff game.
You thought that was what was going on.
So I watched 3/4 of it before I figured out that it wasn't the right game.
So I was watching this.
And then I switched over and watched the 4th quarter of this game. That's all I watched.
I forgot, like after the wild card, like for instance. I
really just want to skip back to the 4th quarter of this game if I can.
Well, I don't mind watching the first half because the first half is what's unbelievable, bro. The first half, Jaguars had 4 interceptions.
Yep.
4. And then when it gets to the second half, they still do another I think it's like 4 interceptions and a fumble or 5 interceptions in total. It is 5 interceptions or 4 interceptions and 1 fumble in total.
They're down 27-0.
Yeah, and at the very end of the first half, it's going to be 27-7. So they're down by 20. Mm-hmm. And that's with 4 interceptions. They do one more interception or one more fumble, and they still come back and win.
It's insane, dude.
And even at 27-7, I kept telling everybody, I was like, Chargers has everything better than Jacksonville except for the head coach. Doug Peterson won with Philly with Nick Foles to beat the Patriots. This dude can make adjustments. And guess what freaking happened, dude? Did I think that defense was going to hold Chargers to 3 points? No, I thought it was going to be a better game. You know, I didn't think Jacksonville was going to win it.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, dude!
I just watched the 4th quarter and I was
like Justin Herbert was on your fantasy team. He was on my fantasy team. We know Justin Herbert can play.
Yeah, dude.
You got Austin Eckler. You got Keenan Allen. Like, good gosh, and I could not believe it, dude.
So you got, so this is a Chargers part of it. The Chargers really fell apart now.
Dude, I thought they were going to fire their head coach because I just really don't think he's been producing. They fired their offensive coordinator.
Oh wow!
Who's Joe Lombardi? You know Lombardi, right?
Yeah.
I think it's like his great grandson or something like that. Yeah, like he's the offensive coordinator for the Chargers.
It's a Lombardi
he got fired.
Trophy, bro.
Yeah, like it's one of the Lombardi family members, and he got fired. Yeah, he was the offensive coordinator. When you only produce 3 points and you let a team come back from a 20-point deficit, you're going to get fired.
Yeah, you're fired.
I thought the head coach was, but
they fire you on the field.
Most likely.
Yeah.
I don't think you need to go to the locker room after that.
It looks bad, dude. Yeah. Yeah. So 27-7. Here we go.
Oh.
Going on.
I'll tell you what, though, I want to see closer to the end. There's a Christian Kirk play. Christian Kirk, my man from Arizona Cardinals, scoring
28-30 at this point.
The defense has potential. I think it needs to be tuned a little bit. But Christian Kirk, when they put that best free agent pickup.
There right there.
Yeah, dude. He was like a second or a third string for Arizona, just because they have DeAndre Hopkins and stuff like that. Gosh, great. Christian Kirk is
D-Hop
great.
go somewhere else?
Who?
D-Hop, did he move?
No, he's with Arizona.
He's still...
He's with Arizona. He had to serve a suspension because he violated. Exactly. Yeah, I mean, he's still a great athlete, but why do that?
Everybody's doing it, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Until you get caught.
They're all on something, bro. Don't fuck with me, Liver King motherfuckers.
So this is the last drive, 4th and 1. He 4th and 1. This dude gains like another 20 yards.
Yeah.
I mean, Chargers are freaking out at this point, man.
Yes. Yeah, 30.
They're not stopping.
Seconds.
They're not stopping the run. Christian Kirk's got like a touchdown and I think close to 100 yards in this game too. I mean, here's the field goal to seal the deal. Field goal to seal the deal.
Over with.
Oof.
It was close. That was a close one.
Oh, there's a flag. There's a flag, but I think it was on Chargers.
The defense, yeah. I remember that one. Yeah. That one. Okay, so
I mean, dude, after a game like that, you think you can win it all.
Oh yeah, dude.
But and Jacksonville looked like they might have even had a chance, especially with Patrick Mahomes getting hurt. But man, Patrick Mahomes out of the pocket, dude. Patrick Mahomes out of the pocket. That's the reason why that dude's going to win MVP.
Oh, for sure.
And I know for sure he's going to win MVP. There's no one touching him for MVP. The dude has 5,000 yards. I mean, his touchdown interception ratio is like 28 to like 6.
Dude, honestly, so the Dolphins Bills is up next. I don't think I even need to play this one.
Oh, you didn't play you didn't.
No, I watched it.
You watched it?
I think the main kicker for this one. So they won 34 to
You should.
31.
I think we should put it on because this shows a sign of the downfall. What happened today?
Exactly, because
I don't know what it is.
Was not himself.
Not himself.
Something was up with that guy, man. I don't know what the deal was, but especially in that, like with playing the Dolphins, the Dolphins played awful.
Dolphins, yeah, they got their third string quarterback in there, dude.
Yeah, and they looked awful. But then the fucking Bills just didn't look themselves.
The defense I think the cornerbacks for Dolphins defense is really good. That defensive line needs worked on, man.
Skip a little forward here. God damn it.
And I know I'm not in the game and I'm not like these athletes and professionals.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
But like if you want to win games, it's a chess game, dude.
Yes.
And sometimes when both teams are really good, just like the Dallas Cowboys and 49ers, it's all about physicality.
Yes.
And that's what happened with the 49ers. They were physically better.
That's what it really came down. And it also came down to, I don't want to say play calling, but time management maybe.
A lot of time management.
Because I want to look at the time of possession on that game because it seemed like
that's how 49ers win their games, dude. Their run game's so good that they will run out the clock.
Yeah, that second half they probably had the ball 20 out of the 30 minutes.
Yep. You probably saw the Cowboys offense like on the field for maybe 3 times. That's it. Yeah. That's all you got to do. If you can't stop the run, man, they're just burning out the clock.
Yeah, they're running like 3-4 yards.
Brock Purdy only had like 19 completions. That's it.
The whole game.
Which, I mean, 19 is a good amount, but like if you're like in a playoffs, man, you're thinking like 23, 30, something like that. But it was
also only a 19-12 game.
Because all you got to do is run out the clock and just make sure you're executing the plays.
And that was one thing that Sean Payton was really good at. And that's one thing that whenever you play the Saints or the Patriots, that you always have to do.
Yeah.
They will have the ball more than you.
Yeah, and then when you got Drew Brees or Tom Brady, and they know how to pass, and honestly, this is the crazy part about Drew Brees and Tom Brady is that like you'll call offensive play, and if they read something different that you're not reading, they'll make adjustments because they know, and then the head coach trusts them because they've seen the outcome produce better than most.
Yeah, So we're 34-31. I think this is actually the end score.
Here, we didn't do much. Let me look at this. Real quick. I mean, what I think in total there was 4 turnovers for the Bills, and even though this looked really rough, and I'm like, if you play like this throughout the playoffs, you're not going to win, and that's what happened when they played against the Bengals. But it also goes to show how well Buffalo is. You're going to have 4 turnovers, and you're still able to win.
Yeah,
that means you can make adjustments when you're back into a corner.
Talk about it with the Jags.
But you can't do this when it comes to teams that don't make mistakes.
Yeah.
Dolphins are making mistakes in this game.
The fucking the Bengals.
When you're playing the Bengals, when Joe Burrow
capitalize on everything.
Joe Burrow's won the championship. He's built for these moments. That's why I like Mac Jones. He's a great pocket passer. He's built for the moments. He's won the national championship.
I think it's going to be so. Dude, honestly, I think the Chiefs are going to have their hands full with the Bengals next week.
Who you got?
I have the Chiefs for sure.
I think I got the Bengals, dude.
Really? Yeah.
I think Joe Burrow. I think Joe Burrow really wants to go back to the. I think Joe Burrow really wants to go back to the Super Bowl. And the thing is, dude, like Patrick Mahomes got hurt.
He's
and I think he'll be okay. I think he'll play.
Yeah.
But dude, Joe Burrow's not scared. Joe Burrow's not scared, and that defense.
And he's 100%.
That defense against Josh Allen. I mean, dude. Yeah, we'll talk about it here. Let's finish this because Miami put up a good fight, man. I mean, that defense did show up for this playoffs, but with with your third string quarterback, you're not gonna get it done.
No.
And they have a lot of questions when it comes to quarterback next year. Tua Tagovailoa, tongue twister.
Yeah.
How many concussions in a matter of a month? He had 2 concussions in 1 month.
Yeah.
You got to take that shit seriously.
You do. And there was a neuroscientist that told him you should never play again.
No. Dude, Wes Welker, for instance, had I think 10 concussions. Mm-hmm. I have a friend that I play on Twitch when I play video games. He's done football, and he's had a total of 12 concussions. That's serious. And he said he gets random nosebleeds every once in a while.
Really?
You got to take that shit seriously, man.
Yeah.
Got to. So let's get to one of the most disappointing teams. Let's get one of the most disappointing teams, the Vikings.
Giants versus the Vikings.
Because I trust the head coach for the Giants way more than the Vikings because the Giants head coach, it's his first year as the head coach, and he was the offensive coordinator for the Bills. So when you see Daniel Jones this game, this man has 76 rushing yards, has 3 touchdowns by himself, and it's because he's utilizing him like Josh Allen.
So I was talking earlier about how Mac Jones looks like a bitch.
Kirk Cousins.
Daniel Jones looks like a bitch.
He's talking about look-wise.
He looks like a bitch, bro. God, dude.
He looks like he's straight out of Duke. That's the university he came out of. He looks like he came out of Duke.
Yeah, he looks like he takes it.
It looks like he's what's the people that do your taxes?
It looks like he works for TurboTax.
Yeah,
bro. Yeah. No, but I remember that game where he was playing. Somebody smacked him over the head with that with his helmet or whatever the fuck.
No, that was actually the Steelers and the Browns. That was Mason Rudolph, and then that was Myles Garrett.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember that. That was a huge because Myles Garrett said he said the N-word, and he's denying it, but you never know.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
You never know, dude.
Dumb. Just dumb.
This
was Rudolph, really?
Yeah, Mason Rudolph.
I've always attributed that to Jones, and I've always thought he was a bitch.
Yeah, dude.
But he definitely still looks like a bitch.
What's a bitch is that the fact that the Vikings looked so good the whole regular season, the Giants beat them at home, man.
The problem was they looked great, but then they got blew out a couple of times.
But some of the games they even won, they're like, oh, they should have won the games. I'm like, yeah, but they were in some very crucial moments, and they came out on top, which I thought, hey, you need to be on top in crucial moments in the playoffs. So, okay, they're built for these moments. They let people catch up, and they always blow a huge lead, but they always come out on top. I mean, their record shows it.
Yeah.
But then when it comes to the playoffs, you need to not make mistakes, and they just felt they played too conservative. They really did, dude. They really did. I mean, their last pass to even try to keep it a game to save.
7.
Kirk Cousins throws like a 5-yard pass for their very last pass of the game, and it's like, what the hell?
I need to get the YouTube Premium, bro.
Yeah, it's like only $5 a month.
I thought it was like 15 or some shit.
No way.
Really?
I'm getting scammed.
Do you guys want some solar for your home? Fucking go on YouTube. They'll sell it to you, apparently.
So, 24-14, I mean, come on. But Kirk Cousins, dude, I mean, the dude's still slinging the ball. He's 30.
At least.
31. Yeah, something like that, right?
Yeah, he's getting up there.
Yeah, he's getting up there in age, man. He's definitely not in the 20s.
You say that, and then you have fucking...
I look it up, and I'm like, jeez.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, then you look at Tom Brady, but Tom Brady, his diet and everything, that dude's a machine.
Well, his wife was doing witchcraft on him the whole time.
That's what Saya was telling me.
She did.
And he always wore a necklace.
Why do you think I'm so pretty?
Take notes. Take notes.
Kristen's got that shit, bro. I'm using a beef tallow oil right now, bro, and it's fucking really working for me.
I didn't know your girl was into that.
Yeah, she works in an apothecary, bro.
Bro, why hasn't Saya and her fucking got together?
Well, bro, I'm telling you. Yeah.
What in God's name are we doing?
Very different schedules.
We can be doing this a lot more while they're in the back talking.
Right,
Holy crap.
We got different schedules. That's what it comes down to.
But yeah, dude, like the Giants are up 24-14. Like this, it should not be like this.
Down
Look. The Vikings get a touchdown. You know what I'm saying? Like Kirk Cousins is doing what he can, but man, like the Vikings defense can't stop the run.
Yep.
And then I mean, besides
they obviously 3 and out.
Besides Hawkinson, the tight end for the Vikings, man. I mean, like Justin Jefferson didn't have a good game. They did, the cornerbacks did their job. They covered Justin Jefferson very well. His stat line was like less than 60 yards, I think.
Oh wow.
Justin Jefferson, man, this dude is an all-star.
Yeah.
Gosh, I didn't even think Dalvin Cook was ice cold in this game. I mean, they just stopped all their playmakers.
Yeah.
Hawkinson again.
Yeah.
Hawkinson had like 15 targets for like 10 receptions or 11 receptions. It was a big night for him.
Now they go to 24 and 24. Yeah. And what do the Giants do? So it keeps up to 24-24 into
Yep, like there's 24-24. I mean, honestly, I think this actually comes down. Oh, I thought it was going to come down to a field goal.
The Giants came down and they scored.
Who scored that though? Let me see.
That was the final score. Was 31-24.
31-24. I was just curious to see who scored that last touchdown.
Probably Saquon.
I think it was.
Yeah. Yep. So they're just running clock right now.
Oh, that's I mean, that's all you can do now. There was a lot of hype with Giants after this game, man.
Yeah, dude.
How they were playing, like how Daniel Jones played. I mean, there was a lot of hype, and plus it's a division game when it comes to Giants against the Eagles.
Yeah.
So anything can happen, but man,
the Eagles beat
when we get to the Eagles.
That turned out
the real
bad.
Fucking deal, that's for sure. Yeah. Now look, I just want to see. I just want to see. Hold on, go. I just want to see like the last play. Like this is what, like 4th and 8. That's what he does. Kirk Cousins throws a 3-yard pass to Hawkinson for the last play.
Yeah.
So everybody's giving him crap for it, but like, dude, if Kirk Cousins can't see anything, man, it's like
drop it.
Yeah, Giants defense showed up, man.
For the rest of the time.
And that offense is ran by that head coach right there, because he used to be the offensive coordinator for Josh Allen. I mean,
yeah,
there's potential, and the crazy part is, even though they lost this week,
yeah,
they're playing with house money. Yeah, like that's all. They're still developing.
So the next one is the Ravens and Bengals, and I'm honestly not that excited to watch this.
I didn't really care for it, but I was really curious to see how the Ravens pretty much held Joe Burrow and that Cincinnati Bengals.
24.
Was it 24? And
24-17.
Yeah, I think they got that last touchdown like really close to the end, because they were holding him, like they were holding that Bengals offense really good.
That's a huge
John Harbaugh is a beast. Yeah, it always gives him a chance.
They didn't have Lamar Jackson. They didn't have a couple other things, like
they don't have a wide receiver core.
Yeah.
God,
because they're used to a running game.
But if they can stop the run, man, you got to rely on the quarterback. And most of the time, Lamar Jackson will do a short pass and run. But when you don't have Lamar Jackson, it's like, dude, you're screwed.
Yeah,
it's like that Tennessee situation.
Yeah, so I'm not even excited to watch that one. But so the next one that we have is the Cowboys and the Bucks. Can I fucking get this?
Sorry, Bengals. Sorry, Ravens.
Yeah,
I mean, I think, what is it? Tyler Huntley and Joe Burrow. I mean, it wasn't much. It wasn't much of a game.
Yeah, it really wasn't.
I feel bad that we're skipping through a game.
Burrow was going to take that. Now, Dak played his best game.
Now, since we do have a Cowboys fan here, we will go through this game. But I will tell you this: that Bengals and Ravens game was more of a game than this game right here.
It was definitely more of a game. That's why we won't watch too much of this, because, dude, they just shut Tom Brady down, dude.
Dude, Tom Brady looked terrified.
Yeah.
And like coming from a Patriots fan, that was probably the first time I've ever seen him like, man, they are on him. No, he didn't even have time to throw, and he didn't
have time to throw.
He's like one of the fastest people to get out of his hand.
So fat, Brendan, you're not fat. It's the shirt.
It's the shirt. Shut the fuck up, dude. So 24-0. They scored at some point.
24-0, and it is like 7.5 minutes left in the third quarter.
What was it? 30? What was it? 31-14, so they scored twice later. It was just
And they don't make the 2-point conversion.
no. They do the second one.
This I did not make any sense though. Like when I look, because Tom Brady throws that pass because he thought he saw a holding, but they didn't call it. But I mean, we got Mike Evans, Chris Godwin, you got Julio Jones on your offense. I just don't know what happened.
Yeah.
And did you know that Tom Brady, he threw for 66 pass attempts?
And that, yeah, dude.
66.
Yeah.
That's the most ever in a playoff
But I
game,
think
and
his
he did it at
completions
45.
were only,
Oh yeah, his completions were like a
less than
little.
30.
Well, I think they were a little bit over half, but like 66 pass attempts.
That's a lot.
That's insane for a 45-year-old. Good God, man.
there he goes, getting swallowed up right there. Yeah, so towards the end, I think it was like one of the last possessions he scored. And it didn't look good, man.
No, it did not at all.
No,
I honestly forgot that they even scored another touchdown and they got the 2-point conversion.
Bad,
I mean, I watched it and I'm just like, what? There's just a funk that's going on with Tampa Bay.
Yeah.
Because on paper it looks really, really good.
Yeah, for sure.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But ever since him and his wife, like you said, she was a witch.
She's a witchcraft.
All that little juju went away.
Out the window, bro. You fucked it up.
May I?
You may. I'm gonna take a little sip out of my brewski, buddy.
Little brewskis.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that was the end of the first while. I know that was a little. I know that was a little fast.
That was the end of the wild card.
Yeah, that was a little fast paced, but these games right here get really interesting.
Yeah, so we're going
really
into the
fucking
divisional round. This game is the Jaguars and the Chiefs. I don't know why it isn't loading. Hold on. What the fuck is going on here? Come on. Come on.
Loading.
Bueller.
This reminds me back in the day where it
Bueller.
used to be Dell and the dial tone and everything. Oh, it would just. Oh my
Yeah.
God, it would crush your soul.
Yes, dude.
I can't believe how much heartache and pain and frustration we went through.
Give me that fucking game, dude. What are you doing? Come on. Come on, load up. Let's do it. Drag you over here. What the fuck is going on, dude? I might not be able to watch this one. Did you watch this game? I didn't really watch this game.
Jaguars and Chiefs.
Yeah.
I was at work. I did catch a lot of it, but not all of it.
Yeah.
You can't get it.
Apparently not.
Let's see if refresh it, because I know you're gonna probably have to edit this anyways. Just refresh this. Get out of this video and then like just refresh YouTube. I guess just
Look it
exit
up on this one here. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you can do that one. Yeah.
That was the case there. McCaffrey.
All right. Let's do
To the end zone he goes for the touchdown. So the killer fumble leads
So
Killer
the problem I'm worried about is they were talking about my internet going out sometime tonight. Yeah. I think that's what's going on. Yeah, the TV's fucked up over there.
No way.
Too. Spectrum, bro.
No way.
Spectrum, they were talking about outages tonight.
All right. Well,
So, we're just going to talk about it. Yeah.
or
Hold up.
talk about it. I can.
Hold up. Sorry, guys. Y'all won't be able to see it, but we're going to talk about it. But I still have the games pulled up here. I just can't pull up anything else. So, the Jaguars
you
versus
pull it
the
up on
Chiefs.
here though. You just can't pull it up on.
No, I can't load anything else. This is already loaded.
Okay.
Yeah. So the Jags and the Chiefs. What happened in that game?
I think like last time I checked, like
So it ended up 27-20.
it was
Right.
27-20, but when like I think it was like first quarter like 7-7, like and then like the first quarter ended like 7-7, and I think it was like the second quarter is when Patrick Mahomes got hurt, and it was
Really?
like
Yeah.
an ankle injury, and you can see there
It
was
was
actually
like hopping around. And
oh, there
shit,
was
yeah.
replays of him like literally like slamming stuff on the sideline because he wanted to get back in, but they were telling him like, dude, I don't think you should,
Yeah,
but he wanted
no.
to play.
Yeah.
And then in the second half, like towards the end of the second quarter, and I'm gonna go to say their backup quarterback is Chad Henne, who's been in the league for a long time.
Yeah.
The dude has gray hairs on his face and everything. He's been in the
Yeah.
league for a long time. Never seen him play this well.
That's an old ass white dude.
Dude, he did. When he went in, like I think his very first drive, he went like 95 yards. Of course, there was like a 30-yard rush play.
Yeah.
But like other than that, like he did like a 95-yard with that offense and got a touchdown. Like he did pretty good.
Yeah.
And then Patrick Mahomes came in and looked like they taped up his ankle.
Yeah.
And then going into the second half, they taped up his ankle even more, and he played throughout the second half. But you can tell like he was hopping all over the place.
Yeah.
Which makes you look like, man.
There were a couple of handoffs where he was taking like a couple of hops to get to
and
the guy.
if it wasn't
Those,
Jacksonville
yeah.
being kind of like inexperienced, like I mean, dude, I really feel like cause I betted on the Chiefs and I was worried for a minute there. I was like, dude, without Patrick Mahomes, I mean, Chad Henne looks good, but if like the defense can get pressure on him, like it's not.
Dude,
gonna be
after
good.
watching that game last week with the Chargers and the Jags, I was kind of worried a little bit because, dude, the Jags, like, dude, what's his name? All Sunshine, dude.
Quarterback.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. He doesn't lose on Saturday, and also he's honestly kind of a bad motherfucker, dude.
Well, because he's been in so many championships,
Yeah,
like he's built for the moment.
Built for this, yeah.
He's
played these guys to one touchdown. The Chiefs to one touchdown with the fucking Jaguars, bro. That's a feat in and of itself.
I do believe
right there,
Lawrence had an interception though, maybe two,
I want to say he did, yeah.
and that's what cost him.
Yep,
Because you can make those same mistakes against the Chargers and come back and win.
for sure.
Badass game.
You can do that to just about any other team.
You can't do it to the Chiefs.
No, dude, because they will capitalize.
No, especially with Andy Reid as the head coach.
Yeah. And
Offensive brilliance.
Like I was saying earlier, he's the put the team on my back kind of guy. He's going to get that third down conversion. He's going to get that
dude's
fourth
slamming
down
over.
conversion. He's going to just go for it.
I'm pretty sure Patrick Mahomes twisted his ankle, and all he cares about is getting back on the field.
Yeah.
You know, he don't even care.
He wants to do it, dude.
Yeah, he loves that.
He's
moment.
like Tua,
he
bro.
wants that moment.
He's like, yeah, my head hurts, but
the dude was slinging the ball at Texas Tech. I mean, I saw it. Did I think he was going to be like this? No, but I saw that he can at least throw the ball.
Yeah. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to the Giants and Eagles game last night, dude. We don't need
Giants
to play
and
this
Eagles.
one, honestly, dude, because the Giants just got shut down completely. Saquon couldn't do anything.
They really,
Just looked bad.
Going into the game, everybody was like, dude, and you know, Giants are warmed up.
They were up like 21-0 at half.
Giants were warmed up. They played very well in the first round, the wild card. Mm-hmm. If Daniel Jones can put up those stats line, like they played like up against the Vikings, if he can put up the same stat line, you got a game.
Yeah.
You know, 76 yards or maybe
But
80
he got
yards.
shut down, dude.
Dude, because everybody thought like, you know, Eagles have been resting and they've barely been playing Jalen Hurts. You know, so everybody's like, dude, they're going to get complacent and they're going to choke. Not the case. Not the case at all. They showed up. No,
definitely, yeah.
That defensive line for Eagles
They came
is a
out
real
looking
deal.
well rested. Yeah.
Real rested, and basically, like they did not take anything for granted. They knew that they needed to make a statement, and they did. 21-0,
especially in an NFC.
And the thing is, Jalen Hurts. I feel like
showdown.
Jalen Hurts was still warming up.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, now you got to be ready to go against the 49ers when it comes to NFC Championship. But like, dude.
So my two teams right now are the Bengals and the Chiefs, but if those fucking Eagles are going to do all this shit, man, they're going to do all this stuff all year, and they're going to talk all this shit, and they're going to fucking win all these games, dude. If you don't go and win this fucking Super Bowl and put some fucking respect on the NFC East, bro, you might as well.
So you're rooting for the Eagles when it comes against the 49ers?
Slightly against 49ers for sure. Yeah. Fuck the 49ers more than fuck the Eagles. 100%.
It's hard to say. It's like you really want a division rival to win it?
Yeah.
Or do you want a team that even though you lost to?
I want them
lost
to come out of our division and win it if they're going to do it.
So at least everybody knows that this is the division to beat.
Mm-hmm. The NFC Beast, bro. Yeah. And fuck the 49ers, bro. Just as a general rule, fuck the Eagles kind of always, but fuck the 49ers always when it comes down to it, no matter what.
I think you guys are tied for like the most playoff appearances between two teams.
Yep.
I think tonight was the 9th one, which is tied.
Yeah.
So you guys have a pretty big rival. But the rival hasn't came together in the playoffs since like the 90s.
And now whenever it comes to the Eagles, it's a NFC East like rivalry. Mm-hmm. Whereas whenever it comes to the 49ers,
but the Eagles haven't won their first Super Bowl until it was Doug Peterson with Nick Foles a few years ago, you know?
which should have been Carson Wentz. But if they would have played Carson Wentz, they would not have
That's
won.
why Carson Wentz still has opportunities to get like a starting job, is because his moments he had in the regular season, given his team
But
opportunity
he would
to
have
the playoffs.
lost in the post.
I think so too.
100%.
I think so too. Not like how Nick Foles played. Gosh damn, I could not believe Nick Foles did stuff like that in the playoffs. And the thing is, even though I'm a Patriots fan and we lost to the Eagles, that was one of the best Super Bowls I've seen. Over 1,000 total yards. Tom Brady had over 500 passing yards.
Yeah.
There was
That was a game to watch.
there was the Philly special twice.
Yeah,
By
both teams.
Yeah, like one was complete fail by Brady, which almost could have been
Looked dumb,
it could have
really.
been epic, dude. And then Nick Foles does it, and I was like, good gosh, I was like, man,
he's looking like
trying
the real
to do
deal
the
right
Philly
now.
special on the Philadelphia Eagles, and you completely screw it. And then they come back and do
Now
that
you
to
look
you.
stupid.
Oh man, dude, I couldn't believe it. And like I was disappointed, but I was like, shh.
Yeah,
I was like, all I want is a good game. All I want is a good game, and we can try it. We can try it the next year. And I think after was the Atlanta Falcons Super Bowl, was that before? I think that was
2 years
before. So yeah, so like I've seen my team beat the Seahawks and beat Atlanta Falcons. It's like okay, I
think it
understand.
was Seahawks, Falcons, Eagles, wasn't it?
Yeah, Seahawks,
Yeah.
Falcons, Eagles. I think that's what it was. And then after the
So it was Seahawks twice, right?
no, because Seahawks, when they won their Super Bowl, they beat the living breaks off the Broncos.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's
Yeah,
what
the
it was.
very first play for the Broncos was a safety, and it didn't go. it didn't go anywhere.
It reminds me
Sense.
of that game with Big Ben on his last night, dude.
Ugh,
When he dropped that snap went over his head, and it just went all
Horrible.
downhill from there, dude.
oh my gosh.
That's what I think of whenever I think of that. It was just bad, dude.
But
Yeah. So the Eagles beat the fucking brakes off the Giants, 38-7. It made sense. It made sense.
yeah, it absolutely made sense.
And then the next game this morning, you had the Bills versus the Bengals. The Bengals end up taking it 27-10, and it just seemed like the Bills never really got anything going. Josh Allen wasn't on point.
Well, there was. I heard that it was gonna be perfect weather, and I was like, man, they're gonna be throwing the ball left
No,
and
they
right.
were playing in the snow all day.
Dude, like they were in the tunnel, and I see just snow just coming down, and I'm like, oh,
when
what the
when
hell?
it first started, I was like, this is what the Bills are built for.
Yeah, exactly. But then you got to remind yourself. You're like, okay, Cincinnati. You know,
Yeah.
Cincinnati gets some
They
freaking.
play in the same shit.
They play.
Yeah.
They play exactly the same crap.
Oh, shit. Do we have internet again? Maybe we can watch this one.
Pause it. I gotta pee.
All right, bet. All right, we're going to take a break. We're going to come back. We're going to grab a couple of new beers, and then we'll talk to you guys, okay? All right, so when we left, we were about to, so we finally got internet back. And
Oh,
we're
that's a
about to,
blessing.
yes.
Nice.
So we're actually going to be able to watch this game. So I think those other two, the Jags and Chiefs were pretty self-explanatory. The Giants and Eagles were super self-explanatory.
A few blowouts.
Yeah.
A few blowouts.
Now, so this Bengals and Bills game, that is what we're about to watch. And I think this one needs a little bit further explanation because the Bills were heavily favored. Weren't they? Or maybe not.
No, I think it was like a 5.5. 5.5. But Bills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you come out. And so they scored on their first drive, is
Dude,
it?
honestly,
Yeah.
their first two.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like 14-0.
It was 14-0,
Right off
like,
the
straight
rip.
out of the
Like
gate, yeah.
this is the I think this is the biggest catch is that Joe Mixon, he averaged like 9.3 yards a carry.
Wow.
They like dude, you cannot stop this offense if you can't stop the run.
No,
9.3.
definitely not. They're going to run the entire game out.
Joe Burrow just got out of the pocket and just threw it like Patrick Mahomes straight to Chase.
Can we talk about Joe Burrow and Jamar Chase, though? Just that fucking chemistry.
The chemistry is unbelievable. You can't, dude. Jamar Chase, not Jamar.
There's no quarterback wideout chemistry in the NFL.
The duo,
like these
yeah.
two.
I mean, like you can probably make a case for just Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, but then you
Yeah.
bring up this game,
Yeah. Or you think about back whenever DK and fucking Russell Wilson were really killing.
oh yeah,
Like,
even before DK, Tyler Lockett.
yes,
Tyler Lockett's
dude.
been there longer
Yeah,
than
dude.
DK.
And Tyler Lockett is the best route runner in the fucking NFL, dude.
Definitely up there on
Or
the list.
Beasley. Beasley's the best route runner.
Beasley, there's a reason why he's not. He's
not talked about in these conversations.
I don't even think he's on the team.
He scored a touchdown today.
Beasley?
Yeah.
Beasley scored a touchdown.
Yeah,
see, I didn't get to watch all of it because I was dealing with some personal issues.
Right here, actually.
Beasley scored a touchdown.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, now I need to see this.
That looks dumb. Yeah. But what was y'all's slot receiver for the Patriots for the longest time? The strong little white
dude that made the clutch play in the Super Bowl? Julian Edelman.
Yes, dude.
My
Edelman
man. The
the
dude played
NFL player in the
The dude
world,
played
bro.
quarterback, punt returner, and wide receiver in college.
Jeez, dude.
And then he goes over to to Patriots, and we're like, "Can you play wide receiver?" He's like, "Fuck yeah, I can."
I can do whatever you want me to.
I was like, "Say no more."
I will fuck up any position.
We got rid of Wes Welker, and I was like, "Man, I love Wes Welker." Got Julian Edelman. I was like, "Man, I love Julian Edelman."
Yeah, dude. Yep.
One of the best. I think it's gonna be second all time for Super Bowl catches. Was that catch he had with Atlanta? Number one would be the helmet catch. The Giants.
Sure.
Yeah, it has to be.
You can't beat the helmet catch. Yeah.
Is that? It is Beasley.
Yeah.
Beasley is actually doing something.
Yeah, dude.
He hasn't done anything all year.
Bro, whenever the Cowboys lost Beasley, I was like, you guys fucked up, dude.
Oh, I know.
They traded him for Amari
Yeah.
Cooper, who immediately went to the fucking Browns, bro. And fucked himself. Yeah.
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 Cooper, when he plays, man, you can see that he can be selfish sometimes. If he doesn't,
Well,
if the ball's not coming his way, he gives up midway through.
Well, he came into the league saying he wanted to be the best receiver in the NFL. He wanted to have the most stats.
When Deshaun Watson,
like, you don't just say that. You don't deserve that. You know.
No, especially when you're saying it. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
Now, when I think Justin Jefferson did the same kind of case, and the dude showed up this year. And the dude's beast. So I guess you can give that to him. But when you don't win in the playoffs, first round.
I remember this play where Allen ran that bitch in, and then he was talking shit to everybody, dude. Yeah.
Josh Allen, Wyoming.
Maybe Edelman didn't score. Maybe it was that play that we just saw.
Beasley.
Yeah.
Talking about Beasley. Yeah.
Yeah, Beasley. My bad.
I wish Edelman was still in.
Yeah, but that dude, he did his thing and he got out.
I think the following year he got like enough of an injury where he wasn't going to be the same again.
He was like, "Fuck this, dude." And Mixon just runs him over.
I mean, look at that, dude.
Yeah, Jamar Chase. That's 3 touchdowns.
No, no. I think it's 2.
Yeah.
But dude, the dude is double covered, and like,
yeah,
you can't stop him. Oh, it's incomplete.
Oh, I remember this, and they took it back and gave him. They're
going to settle for the field goal. See, like I was I was busy. I was busy with my family. I was only catching bits and parts of this.
Yeah.
But Bills are not like they're not completely used to being behind.
No,
they're always used to being up.
Yep. Because they're a very dominant team.
And you think that's not much of a difference, but like when you're up, you're just like, hey, let's just play conservative.
And they're also very used to shutting down offenses.
Yes.
Yeah.
100%.
They're used to their defense really rising.
But when you play up
people.
against the offense that has Tyler Boyd, Higgins.
When you get into the second round of the playoffs, dude, like you're playing teams that you're not going to shut them down.
You just
completely.
can't make mistakes.
Yeah.
You can't make mistakes.
You're not shutting them down completely. There's nothing you can do about that. Yeah,
but I really think that the Bengals defense really showed up, man. Josh Allen's trying to force
that's
windows.
What I was saying earlier about Josh Allen just not really looking.
It's because the Bengals, man. I mean, because Josh Allen did so good all throughout the year. Little slip ups, but all together brought his team into the playoffs.
There you go.
Then you play against this team, and he looks completely different.
Yep, there goes
the Bengals. I mean, the Bengals defense showed up, man.
They got 9. You motherfucker.
Did you see Joe Burrow run?
Yeah,
I never seen him run that fast. Got a little pep in his step.
Yeah,
you know.
Dude. They gave him his. He had his Wheaties that morning, bro.
Yeah.
Chuck it. Yeah, I remember that one. That was nothing. Yeah. Yeah, Allen, like, checking down like that, dude. Allen's a big play guy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So I don't. I want to.
Seems like he almost wanted.
I don't
to
think he
play
did much rushing
conservative.
yards in this game too, and that's what he's known for.
So what's up with the Bengals like defensive line? Do you know anything about them?
Dude, like
I don't know
this
shit about
this
the
is
Bengals,
what happened
bro.
last year
Other
with
than
them.
Jamar Chase.
This is what happened last year with them. Like literally, they barely squeaked into the playoffs. Then all of a sudden, their defense just came alive.
Destroyed.
They're not perfect, but when it counts, they end up showing up, and that's what
clutch team,
that's
man.
what got them to the Super Bowl. You know,
And that's one thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and skip forward to the fucking Cowboys. Is like, dude, they are on paper one of the best teams in the league, but they're not a clutch team, man.
who, Bengals.
No, the Cowboys.
Oh, the
dude.
Cowboys, yeah.
They're just not clutch, dude.
They're not used to these kind of moments, man.
And how could they not be, dude? They're the fucking.
They just haven't really. I mean, dude.
It's been 30 years since their playoff win or their road
I mean,
playoff win.
and then like Mike McCarthy, you know, like he hasn't won the Super Bowl since like what was it, 2008? You know what I'm saying?
No, it was like 2012
Oh, it's 2012.
with Rodgers, right?
Was it 2012 with Rod? Damn, man, do I have my years that mixed up?
I probably have mine fucked up.
Let me see. I'm
honestly,
almost sure.
yeah.
I'm almost sure right
Probably
now.
look that up, yeah. One thing I noticed watching this game is, the lines that they use for the field.
Yeah.
It doesn't work well in snow.
No, it doesn't at all.
It goes over players and like it does weird shit. Yeah, but they just kind of got dominated, man. The Bills didn't look good, and they're playing in snow, which is like what you'd expect.
2011. So you were closer than I
okay,
was.
right on.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
Yeah, okay,
100%.
that's what I thought. Yeah, because that was whenever the discount double check came.
Oh
up.
man,
Was it State
came
Farm?
alive. Yeah. Oh yeah, State Farm all the way.
It pays to double check. Yep.
Yeah, but when you play up against a team like today and Kyle Shanahan, they were in the NFC Championship last year, dude. Kyle Shanahan was the offensive coordinator for Atlanta Falcons when they lost against the Patriots. He's just been more recent than anything.
Yeah. He knows how the game is played today.
He's ready for these moments.
Yeah.
He was just in this last year.
Yeah. So I think we know how this game's going.
But overall, Bengals pretty much dominated this game.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, I was super
yeah.
surprised. I was like, when have I seen the Bills not score 20 points?
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
They scored 10
That's why I was like, the defense is not really like
you just see that and you know.
Bengals
that
defense
something's
doesn't like
fucked up.
stand out
Yeah.
from the charts, but like in playoffs, just from like last year, they come out of nowhere.
Yeah.
They show up in the most crucial plays.
All right, so let's talk about this fucking Cowboys game, dude, because it looked great.
I feel like
First
this
half,
is what we're really getting to. Is
This
this
is what
game
I was
right
been
here?
waiting for, dude.
This game right here.
This is why I'm so sad.
Look! One of the first plays, Dallas Cowboys defense shows up, and that's what they did
Yeah,
this
dude.
whole game,
The
man.
first couple of drives,
I don't even
they
care about
shut
what the
them
final
down,
score
dude.
is. This defense did. I mean, watch their red zone defense throughout this whole game.
Yeah. The thing is, like, in this situation, like, things like this, like, I just don't see, and it's not Dak per se, it's, I don't know, it's kind of the whole offense. It's really just the whole Cowboys of being, like, not exactly clutch players, like, not like, we have to do, like, we have to take care of this. I don't really know how to
It's
describe
hard.
it,
It's
dude.
hard to describe the Dallas Cowboys.
Yeah.
That's why they get so much slack
Yeah.
because they're on the television most of the time than any
Yeah.
other team. But like
Across
before,
the nation, yeah.
but when they beat Tampa Bay, that was their first time they've won a road playoff game in 30 years,
But they're the team that's always talked about, still, somehow.
which gives Jerry Jones that much credit.
But also,
great
they
businessman.
almost, so over the last, 30 years, we'll call it, they've had 10 years that were under 500, would you call it? It's always been,
I think it was like
winning
6 years of
seasons.
like under 500, and then there was 4 years with like Jason Garrett where they went 8-8. like,
Yeah.
4 years in a row.
And then every other year, like even when Romo was in, like it was, 11-5 or 11 or whatever the fuck it was,
Yeah.
10-6 or whatever it was. But it was always like winning seasons. But the thing about it is like Jerry fucking sells them, dude.
He does.
Yeah.
Like, that's what I'm saying. Great businessman.
Yeah.
The stadium looks beautiful.
And he'll
crazy.
use that stadium for anything, dude.
Oh yeah, I mean the season's over with, but you're gonna see concerts.
Oh,
Monster
dude, I can't
Jam.
wait. Dude, I can't wait for that Tattoo Expo to come back, dude. Those people were the best, bro.
Tattoo Expo. Oh, I would definitely.
So
love to
for a
check
little
that
bit
out.
of context on this, I work at Boomer Jack's right down the street from the stadium, and Joel recently
same here.
did. And dude, they just they use it for everything, dude. Like, we would have, like, BMX shows. We'd have tattoo expos. We would
Was
have
that Monster Jam?
a
country concert.
yes.
Lady Gaga.
what was it, dude?
Elton
Bad Bunny,
John,
shit like
Bad
that.
Bunny.
Yeah.
Like so much stuff goes on.
But, dude, those tattoo expo guys, they'll be there for, like, a week, and they're tattoo artists. So they're like, you tip your fucking people, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So they would come in and they'd just be blowing money.
And I think when you go to those expos, like, you can, like, get tattoos for a pretty affordable price because they want to show off their work, you know? So they understand that, like, you know, you got to hustle for your money. Got to convince people to do it, to trust you and stuff like that.
They fucking loved me, man. I loved those dudes, man. They were so cool because I feel like that's my kind of people, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm a roughneck, or I'm like an arts trade kind of a person. Like, I love people in the arts, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Because it's all about how you sell yourself, you know? And this drives me crazy because, like, I've been saying, like, Dak isn't, you know, a clutch player, but at the same time, dude, like, it might just be Dak being the clutch player, but not a lot other than that. Now, can we talk about Schultz in the postseason, though?
Great.
What is that, 3? That's at least 3 right there.
If it wasn't for the 49ers defense, he probably would have had 4 touchdowns in this postseason.
Yeah.
But here's the thing about Dalton Schultz is that after this year and the year's over with now, he's a free agent. And the thing is, you guys have been trying to decide, do you want to keep him or do you want to move on? Because this next year's draft, tight ends.
Well, he didn't do a lot in the regular season.
Tight ends and running backs is very promising for the Dallas Cowboys and where they stand in the draft next year.
Yeah.
So now they got to decide, do you want to keep Dalton Schultz or do you want to move on? Because Tony Pollard got hurt in this game, and everybody's like, do you franchise tag him or do you move on? Because there's a lot of running backs, a lot of tight ends coming out next year.
If you put Tony Pollard on any other team, he is their star running back, 100%, and he will fuck you up.
I know
Tony Pollard versus Zeke Elliott is the better of the two.
I know for sure this video is not going to show his injury, but that dude got carted away into the tunnel when he went to the sideline. So he's not going to be the same.
Yeah,
he's going to be healthy next year because how much timeline he has, but he's not going to be the same. He's not going to be that explosive. Now, prove me wrong, just like Christian McCaffrey, and we're watching replays of him doing it.
I don't think that's.
But it took him up to like 4 years.
Player.
It took him up to 4 years to get for us to see Christian
look
McCaffrey.
at it this way: if the same injury happened to Zeke postseason, whatever the fuck he comes back next year, he would coast. I think Tony Pollard is a football player.
I hopefully they do.
I would hate to lose him, dude. Because
he's great.
Honestly, whatever team he goes to, I'm buying that jersey. Fuck it. Yeah.
He just got hands, man.
Dude, Pollard is my running back.
And Ezekiel Elliott will run you down.
Yeah.
But Tony Pollard is going to juke you.
Yeah.
He would actually break out into that pocket that's barely open for you.
That was that fucking interception. It was a dude.
Oh yeah. The first interception was pretty much kind of like on Dak Prescott. Maybe miscommunication. That second one was a tip ball.
That drives me crazy because I remember during
everybody's talking about it like, oh, Dak Prescott's the piece of shit. I'm like there is definitely
that's not his fault.
There's definitely some stuff you can say about Dak Prescott in this game that you're like want to question, but not that play.
Yeah, and that's what drives me crazy. Like, especially whenever fantasy is concerned, whenever it's a tip ball and you lose 2 points on your quarterback, it's like he threw it, hit the dude in the hands, and like he whiffed it or whatever the fuck, and then it goes into somebody else's hands, and it's still an interception on him.
A lot of Mac Jones had more interceptions than he did touchdowns, or I think it was like 11-9 was the touchdown interception ratio. A lot of those interceptions was tip balls.
Tip balls, wow.
A lot of them, dude.
Sucks, man. Because it goes down on the quarterback's record.
Oh yeah, I mean, he's the one that starts off everything.
That sucks.
But you know what also sucks is that you're not having to trust your kicker for extra points.
Yes.
I feel like a lot of times if they would have made another touchdown, because I don't think after that missed extra point, they don't make another touchdown. They just do a field goal. But if they did have a chance and got a touchdown, they were going to go for 2 because it was 12-19, you get a touchdown, go for extra point, you tied it. But if we were too busy talking, that extra point
would've went for the
that
win.
extra point that was supposed to be that they went for, and it got blocked by the 49ers.
Was off.
If
I
you
saw
do you
that,
see
yeah.
that?
I saw
It
him
was
talking about
was
dude.
going low
It
and
was
all the way
bad.
left. Like
Yeah.
what the hell is
All
that,
right,
dude?
What the fuck are you doing?
And when I
bro?
watched that Tampa Bay and Dallas Cowboys game, I've never seen anybody miss 4 extra points, and
Four in a
it's never
row.
been done.
Yeah.
And someone told me that, hey, if you want to be really deep with it, if you want to go back to that kicker's last game before that playoff game, how many times he missed in that playoff game? He actually missed 5 in a row.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And then he made one at the end.
That's insane, dude.
And he came in, and you could see it was fucking with his
And
head.
you know what's crazy? But I was wondering, I was like, why is like the kickers just so off this year? They said that they brought the goal line back. You'll notice the goalpost is not in the front; it is in the back. You see that? That is like a 5 to 10 yard difference.
Yeah. But
So-
it shouldn't matter.
Shouldn't matter that much. But then you see some kickers that have a good reputation. Brett Maher didn't miss this many,
Yeah.
and then this happens.
But he was great all season
Yeah.
with the same goalpost.
For the most part, I got rid of him when it came to my bye season, and then I went with somebody else.
Yeah, I had him for the last 3 weeks of the season, and he was killing it. 20 points. A game,
Yeah. Oh
I
yeah,
think,
dude. He was giving me
something
double
like that.
digits.
Yeah.
I was like, score.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Because
And then if
Dallas Cowboys resort to a
Yeah.
lot of field goals because the red zone offense wasn't all that.
Yeah, no.
But if you're scoring points, they were always scoring points. It was just field goal, touchdown, field goal. You know.
Now, we've talked a lot about the Cowboys. Let's talk a little bit about these 49ers, though. Because, can I just say, fuck the 49ers? Just in general.
Basically, you know.
But Brock Purdy, though?
But you got to know when you got outdueled.
Yes,
See what I'm saying?
definitely. Yeah,
You just know you.
I'm
got
big
outdueled.
enough man. I'm a big enough man. to know.
Yeah.
We got
See what I'm
outdueled
saying?
today.
If there was a controversial play, I've been like, oh, what the hell?
Yeah.
You know that Rams and Saints game that took the Rams to the playoffs, and then they
dude,
lost to the
yeah.
Patriots.
Now, the Saints have a claim to 3 different Super Bowls based off of that, bro. Yeah,
Man, I saw that replay, and I was like, they didn't call that.
That was 3 years in a
my
row that they
God.
got fucked, dude. It
God,
was
I felt
really
so
bad,
bad. I
dude.
felt so bad.
But, dude, Brock Purdy's play.
Iowa State.
Last bit.
You know Josh Allen?
This play
Josh
right
Allen,
here,
everybody knows him, and he's from Wyoming. Brock Purdy is on his first games ever, which is this season. He is on, after winning this game, he is on a 7 or 8 game winning streak.
Yeah.
His first season, he hasn't done a full 10 games in NFL ever. You see what I'm saying? And he came from Iowa State. You don't have to get these star players from Alabama,
Yeah.
Georgia, and stuff like that.
Those guys,
some of those,
Yeah, no.
Tom Brady, 199th pick.
From West Virginia?
Oh no,
What's that?
Michigan.
Michigan.
And he was a backup. He had a good 1 year.
Did you see there
one
was
and a
a
half
video where he talked about his first 4 plays in the NFL? All sucked.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
He was
I think
I think
his first year was the reason why they won their first Super Bowl was mostly because of the defense.
Yeah.
I think so more than anything.
He said it was like a reel that I watched where he was playing his first 4 possessions, and the first one was the first 2 were drop passes. The third one was almost an interception. The fourth one was all I think an overthrow or something, and it was he just wasn't connecting, and he was like, dude, my time's over. They're not gonna pick me. And then he fucking turned into Tom Brady.
He made plays when they needed him to. But I think the first 2 Super Bowls for the Patriots, the first 2 ever, was definitely because the for the Patriots defense.
Yeah.
You know, and because one of their Super Bowls was against the Rams, the St. Louis Rams, when they had the show on the field, their offense. Mm-hmm. I think it was called the show. If anybody wants to correct me, let me know. But their offense, that's what led them all the way to the Super Bowl, and that defense shut them out.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Kept them from doing what they've been doing that whole year. So Tom Brady, he's had some really good defenses in his years with the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? Especially that Seahawks Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Remember that interception
changed
with the 5-yard line? You know, without that interception, Tom
Did
Brady
you
would
see
never
all
won
the
that.
little memes that came after that of
I loved it.
Loved
it.
He said, hey, can you hand me a beer? He's like, oh, I'll toss it to you. He's like, but I'm right here. Can you just hand it to me? He's like, no, I'll throw it. Don't worry about it. I got you. Just stupid.
It was just crazy that Marshawn Lynch was just literally going.
chomping at the bit bro.
Literally, I'm a Patriots fan. When I was watching that, all I kept looking was the clock, and I was like, okay, they're going to get their touchdown.
You're like, dude, Marshawn's about to run
I
this
kept
bitch in.
looking at I kept telling myself, I was like, they're going to get their touchdown. We have 22 seconds left to make something happen. And that's all I kept saying. That's all I kept saying to myself. I was like, they're going to get this touchdown. And then I saw them do a pass play, and that happened, and I literally flipped my shit. Like I was
you were mad.
I was screaming. I was like, "Oh my god!" I was like,
"Thank God!"
I was
like,
they would actually fucking do that.
Y'all
I was
are
like,
so fucking stupid.
I took off my shirt. I was punching the wall. I was so excited.
Yes,
I was like,
dude.
"Oh my gosh!" Because it was my first Super Bowl I got to experience with the Patriots. You know, but I couldn't. I mean, that would have forever haunt Pete Carroll.
Oh yeah, dude.
That will forever haunt
I do
the
want to
head
talk
coach
about
for the Seahawks.
Zach Turpin, because that dude's story, like you were talking about the guy from the Washington team, Zach Turpin.
Tyler Heineke.
Yeah, that's who you were talking about. But
Turpin's on Cowboys.
Yeah. So he's there
From TCU, by the way.
So
Shout
from
out to Fort Worth.
TCU to the, I want to say Canadian Football League, then
No,
to
TCU's for Turpin, but Tyler Heineke. Now, please forgive me because I don't know his full information, but I saw just a little bit of a highlight of it.
Yeah.
The dude goes from like the NFL, doesn't do absolutely anything. He plays Canadian football or arena football first.
Football. No, he goes to the XFL. I think it is.
Was it the XFL? No.
Something like that.
XFL was already done.
But they couldn't stop him, dude. They couldn't.
I'm
stop him.
gonna look that up.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look that up right now.
Okay. So they couldn't stop him. So the Cowboys pick him up, and he's our special teams guy. He's our returner, and he hadn't been. He'd scored, I think, I want to say the XFL, scored multiple touchdowns off of like punt returns, kick returns, stuff like that. And then he comes to the Cowboys, and like, you're playing in a different league, but he's getting returns, dude. XFL.
No, it's crazy, dude. Tyler Heineke.
No, I'm not talking about Heineke. I'm talking about Turpin.
Turpin from for Cowboys.
Yeah, look him up. Yeah, Turpin's got a crazy story, man. Bear with us, guys. He's looking it up.
Oh man, I put in Turpin, like from the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Very first thing that pulls up, August 11th from 2022. Turpin was kicked off the team at TCU in part because the school was unaware of a previous assault case in New Mexico.
Wow. Okay.
Did not know that.
Keep going from that. Yeah.
Did not know that. Because I remember Turpin, and dude, his kick returns were awesome. And I was like, what happened to this dude? You know? Yeah, he is. And the thing is, even after that, Turpin still got picked up from the Cowboys. Mm-hmm. Wide receiver of the Dallas Cowboys. That is crazy.
Yeah, but no, where did he play? He played in it XFL?
Let me see.
Played somewhere else. He played in another league, and he dominated.
Inspiring journey to the NFL.
Yes. Okay. Yeah. I'm popping in a piece of gum at this point, guys. Because pod's really about over. You know.
Getting close. Yeah.
You know, we're feeling it. I'll take my real nicotine. I'm going to talk a little weird probably after this, but it's okay.
Turpin was born in Monroe, Louisiana. He did. I'm just gonna skip through all of it. He totaled 1,928 all-purpose yards and went to TCU as a 3-star recruit.
Okay.
So in high school, he did 1,928 all-purpose yards.
Was he at TCU with Heineke?
No.
Okay.
Because Heineke, you know where Heineke played at?
He's a little older,
Old
right?
Dominion.
Oh, really?
You've never even heard of that school. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that's where Tyler Heineke went to. But Turpin, while he didn't light up the stat sheet as a wide receiver at TCU, totaling only 1,335 yards in 35 games.
Only.
He was fantastic return specialist in his junior season. This is the one I remember him from, his junior season. He was a first-team All-Big 12 kick and punt returner and first-team All-Big 12, all-purpose. that's what got him this job, because Turpin went undrafted and signed with the Frisco Fighters of the Indoor Football League in 2020.
Okay. Is that the arena football?
Yeah, and that season was unfortunately canceled due to COVID-19, and he was never able to play a snap for them. However, in 2021, he signed with the experimental fan-controlled football league Glacier Boys.
Glacier Boys?
Never even heard of that.
Not once.
Never even heard of that. Mid-season, Turpin was signed by the Panthers Warclaw in the European Football League. So Turpin went from
European
he went from XFL basically or arena football to some fan-controlled football league Glacier Boys, and then mid-season goes to European Football League. Wow. They're a team based out of the team was based out of Poland. I didn't even know there was a football team for Poland.
Right? What the fuck?
I didn't even know they played football.
No,
across.
Not at all.
He was re-signed by the Panthers in 2021, but instead opted to be eligible for the USFL draft and was drafted in the 13th round.
Right.
USFL is XFL.
Right. Okay.
I think that's the new XFL, dude. Yeah, that's what it is, because they're starting after the Super Bowl.
Yeah,
this
dude.
year.
Yeah. There's a couple of guys that come in. Pete and Paul and all them. Yeah. Well, Pete's gone, but Paul.
I met Bob Stoops at my work, and he's the head coach for Arlington Renegades.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
So I got to meet him. It was really cool. Yeah. Here is where Turpin's career began to take a turn. He was drafted by the New Jersey Generals and took the league by storm. On just 53 targets and 44 receptions, Turpin led the league off of 44 receptions in receiving yards, 540. This was due to his incredible yards after catch ability that was been on full display in the preseason. The USFL star racked up 316 yards after the catch and 54 yards per game, both of which were league leading stats. Of course, it's a USFL, but still, that's it's still pretty good.
Yeah, dude,
still pretty good. Turpin signed with the Cowboys on July 27th this summer and made an instant impact. His blazing speed and ability to stretch the field will be a weapon on special teams and provide a new layer to the Dallas Cowboys. He had a pretty big run this game. There was actually I think he ran for 25.
He got down to like the opposite 40. I want to say.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Let me look up his 2022 sets. So,
yeah. He's sitting at 5'9" and 158 pounds. Like wow. I weigh 2 pounds more than this dude.
Wow. Oh, this is fucking Yahoo, bro. Well, no wonder I can't find anything, bro. All right, yeah. All right, kitten. All right, let me go to Google, the real fucking search engine. So, Zach Turpin. Oh, well. Hold on. Okay. Zach Turpin, 2022 Cowboys. There we go. Zach Turpin. Okay, yeah, I spelled it wrong apparently. Cavante Turpin, what the fuck? What am I looking up right now, dude? Alright, so I guess I'm going to have to go to the player roster just to see his stuff, so... Henderson, Hilton, Turpin. Let's go down here to... Okay, so his name is apparently Cavante Turpin.
Yes.
Cavante Turpin, TCU, right?
Yep.
Okay, let me look at what all this is here. So height, weight, experience, college. It's not telling me their stats though. Let me click on him. Hold on. Turpin. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties with me.
I'm just happy we have internet.
Dude. Yes, thank God.
Couldn't believe that happened.
TCU, dude. So, what's his height and weight? What would you guess?
No, like I said,
just looked it
up. Yeah, 5'9", 158 pounds.
153 on here.
Oh, I haven't.
Age 26. Experience 1. What does that mean? Oh, here's stats. Okay. Okay, so season 2022, so... What? Oh, this isn't even... Whatever, dude.
Waste of time.
That was literally a whole waste of time, dude. I feel bad. Sorry, guys. It's literally showing me his wide receiver, or WRTE career?
What in the hell is
What the
that?
hell does that mean, dude?
Wide receiver tight end career?
I guess so. So receptions 1
I
for
do-
9 yards, average 9, long 9, attempts
That
3.
has to be his tight end stat line.
I guess so. What the
Yeah, because
fuck,
I just
dude?
looked up his wide receiver stat line. His wide receiver stat line wasn't that much, but his returns were amazing.
Oh, kick return. Okay, here we go.
Yeah, his kick return, dude, it's off the charts.
Returns 21, yards 508, average 24.2, long 63,
I mean, dude,
20 plus.
you're
13.
averaging 20 yards a return, dude.
Yeah.
like you're almost putting your team in field goal position.
Yeah, just by
You're
doing that.
you're setting them up. You're setting them up at the 45-yard line.
Mm-hmm.
You're a 45-yard line. That means if you do 15 yards, you're basically in field goal range.
Yep.
That's
And then
great.
punt return, you have 17. What does G stand for? What the fuck does G stand for? It won't tell me. I don't know. So his kick returns were 21 for 508, average 24. And then his punt returns were 29 for 303, average 10.4. His long was a 52.
I would love them to be on my special team.
20 plus was 4, 40 plus 1. FC, I don't know what that stands for. And then fumble 3. Okay.
In his whole career?
Yeah, with the Cowboys.
With the Cowboys?
Yeah, 3 fumbles over there. I don't know if I found that.
Yeah, I don't know
correct.
about that one.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know if you guys are keeping your stats right, bro. But I also don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I'm not a doctor, so,
That is
there's
true.
that. Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is very true.
All right, so I'm going to grab another beer. Do you want another beer? Yeah.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, I mean, why not, dude?
I think about like 30. I think about like 30 minutes.
That was like the helmet catch, bro.
Let's see the replay.
Replay.
Let's see the replay of that.
Not even a catch. I didn't have both feet down. No, not even close.
Yeah, this
dude.
ain't college, dude.
Man.
Come on, man.
Dude, did you see that last play on the Cowboys game where
Oh, Schultz?
with Schultz?
Yep, I looked at it
Dude.
too. I mean, it's just...
He just looked like he thought he had it, and he didn't even take the time to put that foot down. And also, the time where he could have stopped the clock, but he went backwards or whatever the fuck.
Yep. It just
Come on, Schultz, bro.
It comes down to experience.
Yeah,
I still think he's a pretty good tight end.
I still think he's a great tight end. for
yeah,
sure.
I mean that's not gonna. I mean he'll still get a job.
All right, so right now what we need to do is we're gonna do
What are we thinking?
predictions for next week.
You're gonna do predictions?
Yeah,
Right
so,
now?
Sunday, January 29th, we have 49ers versus the Eagles.
Do you want to go first?
I'm gonna say
It's hard for me.
that's really hard for me too.
Actually,
man.
you know what? Both games are hard, so I'm gonna be like sitting here like.
I think the other one's easier for me. I think, honestly, man, I think the 49ers might take that one.
I think the 49ers get the most complete. I mean,
The most complete team.
the Eagles can make a really strong statement with that because Jalen Hurts is playing phenomenal.
I don't think their defense is going to be able to handle it.
their cornerbacks are better than the 49ers. I will give that. As long as you got Slayton in the back.
Yeah, but they're not going to run it. They're going to do exactly what they did to the Cowboys today.
This is why I gotta say, like, I mean, like I feel like both teams complete, like, player by player. Dude, they can match up really well. Like, they can compete against each other.
Well,
it comes down to the system. It comes down to the playbook. And
before the 49ers won last week, they were saying that the Eagles were the team to beat, and now in the NFC, the 49ers are the team to beat.
It's just because that if the physicality is there, and if both teams are in the top 10 when it comes to defense, top 10 in offense, then you're like, okay, which system is better? And you look at the 49ers, like they don't make mistakes. It's not going to be. There's no offsides. There's no false start.
Which Shanahan
there's no
is
holding. Like
is that
dude,
Kyle Shanahan?
Yeah, Kyle Shanahan over there. Like dude, they don't make mistakes.
What's the Ravens Shanahan?
No,
No, it's not a Shanahan. Sorry.
No, there was Mike Shanahan. That was his dad, I think.
No, who's the guy from the Ravens, the head coach?
That's John Harbaugh.
Harbaugh's. That's the
Yeah,
Harbaugh.
yeah, and then of course
bad.
his brother is the head coach from Michigan.
Yes, that's what I'm thinking of. Okay,
Yes.
yeah.
But I'm going to choose the 49ers because like the system, how the offense is running, like they can completely
pick apart.
Yeah, they're
going to pick apart
their system is like kryptonite.
And not just that, but their defense is exactly suited for the Eagles' offense.
Yeah.
They're going to put a lot of pressure on not only... So after tonight, you can see they put a lot of pressure on Dak with a very good offensive
That defensive line is freaking incredible.
Yeah. Like with a team that gave Dak 8 seconds in the pocket against the fucking Bucks, he had 2 to 3 against the 49ers.
Yeah.
You're looking at but also Jalen Hurts is a little bit better of a scrambler than, and I hate to say it because fuck the Eagles, but Jalen Hurts might be a better quarterback than Dak, man. What's your take on that?
Jalen Hurts has better legs, than Dak Prescott. I think Dak Prescott probably got a better arm. I think he's got a better arm. Yeah.
But it's close. But when it comes to legs, it's not close.
But the thing is, though,
also they play around his legs, whereas the Cowboys don't even give Dak the chance. Really.
I feel like both quarterbacks are on the same level when it comes to reading the offense and knowing when the pocket is collapsing.
Are you talking Hurts?
I'm talking about both. I'm talking about them. They are both on the same level when it comes to...
Are you talking Hurts and Purdy, or are you talking about...
I'm talking about Hurts and Dak Prescott.
Yeah, okay.
I'm saying that both of them, they know how to read the pocket the same way. Oh, read the offense the same way, and they know how when the pocket's closing in on them. Mm-hmm. But here's the difference between Jalen Hurts and Dak Prescott. Jalen Hurts has better legs than Dak Prescott, so he has more opportunity to get away from things. If you take both quarterbacks in the same situation where the pocket's collapsing, you don't see anything you can throw to, you're going to rely on Jalen Hurts more. Because he has better legs. He's going to get you. I feel like he has.
That's
a better
that thing I was talking about earlier. Put the team on your back, bro.
Yeah, but I don't think Dak Prescott's just. I don't think either he's
scared
or he's not athletic enough when it comes to running. And that's why you go with Jalen Hurts, because he can break out of the pocket and get you 12 yards, where Dak Prescott's going to probably get you 6.
Did Jalen Hurts, did he come from, was it OU or was it Alabama?
It was OU.
Was it?
He started off Alabama, and they gave it to Tua, and he was like, F
this.
that. Yeah, he was like, fuck that. I'm going to
then
Oklahoma.
He went and won,
Yep.
Yeah. So I remember watching Jalen Hurts in college, and I fucking hate that he went to the Eagles, because I loved that dude in college, man. And whenever he started doing good this year, everybody was talking about how, it's just it's just like a fantasy story. The Eagles, they're doing good, but it's going to fucking fizzle out. I'm like, dude, y'all don't know Jalen Hurts, bro.
You don't.
Like, y'all don't understand.
And plus, he's built for these moments. I mean, I don't think he ever won a championship, but he's been in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he's played in crucial moments,
and had Alabama.
And plus, when everybody's doubting you want to prove everybody wrong.
Yeah,
and there was a lot of doubts when it came to this season right here.
Like, unfortunately for me, I'm actually, fuck the 49ers. I think I'm taking the Eagles on this game.
You're taking the Eagles on this?
I'm taking the Eagles on this.
As much as you hate saying it, but you're like, I want our division to at least win this.
It's not even that. I think
you said by 4.
By 4, 31-27.
I like that.
Yeah, 31-27.
I like 4. 4. I would bet on 4.5. I'd be like,
or 21-17 maybe.
I'm thinking
because defenses are showing up next week.
I'm thinking like 24-21.
Oh, okay, right.
24-21. Yeah, but it's definitely gonna be like a 3.
Yeah. So you have that NFC side right there, and then you have the AFC over there with the Bengals and the Chiefs, both just high-powered offenses. But Mahomes with that high ankle sprain, and Joe Burrow with all that swagger, bro.
Oh, dude, Joe Burrow.
I'm thinking Bengals, bro.
He doesn't even run that fast, but like, dude, like he can read.
He runs well.
He runs well enough where he will not lose you yardage.
So he runs like he runs like Patrick Mahomes is what he does.
He can read the offense.
Mm-hmm.
He knows when someone's going to be open. He's the one that will throw it before you even look.
So Patrick Mahomes is like my standard for a quarterback. And I think Joe Burrow is not only on that level, but he has different attributes about him.
Yeah.
Yeah. He has a little bit more of a swagger to him. Well, no, because Mahomes has that swagger, but he's also very humble. Whereas Burrow has that little bit of like, fuck you, you know?
Burrow has that kind of attitude.
Yeah, dude.
He's like, I love.
And that's kind of what
he's
it
like.
takes.
I love when
league,
people
man.
doubt us, because that's what happened last year.
And that's what's about to happen in this game. He's going to come into this game like, I'm about to show y'all I can beat these Chiefs.
But you're the one that's picking Chiefs.
I was.
Oh, you was.
I was, but now that we're really getting down to it, that's going to be a close game.
At this point, we are trying to bet if Joe Burrow can outduel Andy Reid.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? I think Patrick Mahomes is great, but like if he's kind of injured,
yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And like
it literally comes down to play calls.
If the Bengals do what they did against Buffalo Bills,
who's the
today,
Bengals head coach or their offensive coordinator?
I don't know who their offensive coordinator is. Zach.
Who's calling the plays?
I think it might be Zach Taylor, their head coach.
Okay.
I think. He came in there because he was.
Do you believe in him more than Andy Reid?
That's what you want to take a gamble on, man.
No,
because right now I'm gambling either Joe Burrow or Andy Reid. And the thing is, on top of that, you got Patrick Mahomes, but
who even hurt.
It's weird, man. Bengals put on a good game against the Chiefs. Chiefs play like oh shit, we have competition every time they play against the Bengals. Mm-hmm. I remember that gunslinging game when Joe Burrow played against the Chiefs, his first time ever, dude. Like that game was crazy. He had 500 passing yards in that game.
Are you talking in the AFC Championship last year?
This was actually
sometime this year.
This was like Joe Burrow's first year, and
2 years ago.
2 years ago, and it was his first time playing against the Chiefs, and dude, it was Chiefs ended up winning, but it was a gunslinging. Yeah, it was a gunslinging game.
That was a high scoring game.
Sure.
That's what it was. Yeah.
Because then I think the next year, or I think it was that year, man, Joe Burrow's only been in the league for 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, man, dude's a beast. Dude's a beast. He's about to go.
I would say, so what's your standard for quarterbacks? You have, obviously, Patrick Mahomes is up there. He's number one in my book. I would say probably Josh Allen would be second, but he's inconsistent, I'll call him. And then Joe Burrow. No, so I'm going to say Patrick Mahomes, Joe Burrow, Josh Allen, Justin Herbert. And then, no, I might actually put Jalen Hurts over Justin Herbert.
Man, Justin Herbert can throw the ball way better than Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, but he's not as versatile.
He's not, but he's still versatile. I mean, dude, Justin Herbert can get out of that.
So when I come back to the full, my standard is Patrick Mahomes. He has the scramble, he has the run, he has the pass, he has the little bitch ass side shovel passes, that kind of shit. Jalen Hurts can do all of that stuff.
He can.
Josh Allen, I don't think he can.
Man,
whereas Joe Burrow has all the swagger to do everything.
But if Joe Burrow didn't have T. Higgins and Tyler Boyd and Jamar Chase, can you imagine if Joe Burrow's number one wide receiver was not somebody he related to in college?
Well, then you'd be looking at
it'd be like another Josh Allen situation. And
you'd be looking at
then you would put
no, you'd be looking at the dude from the Jags,
Trevor Lawrence.
Trevor Lawrence situation. Yeah, he has nobody he relates to on that team, but he can still take him 2 rounds into the fucking playoffs. Yeah, because he's that good.
He just needs to clean up those interceptions. I think he's trying to force something that's not there.
I think multiple of those are misreads between him and his wide receivers.
I think so too.
Whereas you have Burrow with Jamar Chase.
But when Joe Burrow has Jamar Chase, and like we're like, oh, like they just have really good chemistry. Jamar Chase cannot be covered.
No,
There's no dude.
that dude's good.
The Buffalo Bills' main concern was to make sure Jamar Chase got covered.
Yeah,
their very first touchdown, touchdown was Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
Jamar Chase, I think, had close to 100 yards,
and then Jamar Chase again.
and then as soon as the Bengals knew they had like a 14-point lead,
Straight back.
hand it to Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon had like 111 yards, or I know he had over 100 yards.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that. So like as soon as they were up by 14 points, that means Chiefs are playing from behind. They're going to be throwing the ball, which means all they got to focus with their
Bills.
defense. The Bills. The only thing they had to really focus now is that they got to make sure that they're doing man coverage. You know what I'm saying? That they, like when you
who the fuck is gonna man up Chase, dude?
Yeah. Who's gonna man up Chase? But like when
Nobody,
but when the Bengals know that they're up by 14 points, they know that the Bills are gonna throw it more, which means that all they got to focus on their defense is like one source.
Yeah.
Make sure they don't get the big plays, right?
Yeah.
And that's what Bills are known for. And then as soon as Bengals were able to stop them and get the ball back, what did they do? They kept feeding Joe Mixon, and Joe Mixon got 100 yards rushing.
A running clock.
Yeah,
running clock.
time of possession.
Running clock.
That's the crazy
Big
part.
plays,
Time of
Jamar
possession
Chase.
is so
Yeah.
serious in playoffs.
It's so ridiculous.
and you'll notice that from the
Talk
Bengals
to
game.
Sean Payton about
Yes,
time of possession.
and then look at this Cowboys and 49ers.
Talk about Sean Payton in that Super Bowl that he won in 2010, was it? Where it was him.
where they play against the Bears.
Yeah, and they got, I think it was 10 minutes of playtime versus 30 minutes of playtime on the Saints side.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
Well, I remember that the very first play of that Super Bowl, the Bears returned it for a touchdown. Like as soon when they kick it off to start the game, Bears returned it for a touchdown. And I was like, wow, this is gonna be crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then Drew Brees is a beast.
He's a fucking beast,
Oh
bro.
God, I like Drew Brees so much. I'm a huge Patriots fan. I love Tom Brady, but man,
But you
the two
recognize,
quarterbacks I worried the most when it came to Tom Brady, the Patriots, and having just awesome seasons with them, Peyton Manning and Drew Brees.
Yeah.
Those dudes, man.
You talk about somebody with the biggest arm in the NFL.
Gosh, man.
Just an absolute specimen of a human
Peyton
being.
Manning is really good at reading
Yeah.
plays. But Drew Brees,
I mean,
man,
God,
that
with
man
that
can
fucking
freaking
brain
sling
he's
the
got
ball.
in that big ass head, he might as well.
Jeez, dude.
Yeah, dude.
I just felt bad when it came to Drew Brees' last game, and like they lost like pretty bad. But like, dude, the dude had fractured ribs, and he was beat up. He was beat to shit.
Yeah,
his last season, but he tried.
Dude, you know who I'm so excited about, and I honestly wish he would go to another team, but also he could do so much with that. Is Taysom Hill, dude. That dude is the most athletic guy in the entire fucking NFL.
But where do you put him at? Do you want to put him as? I think he's best as a tight end.
I think he's best as a tight end.
But with his size, he's gonna be used more as a blocker than like a playmaker.
No. I think not tight end, but tight end, slot, wide out, whatever the fuck.
No, that's what I'm saying. He in Saints, he's utilized with the many different plays. But if he's going to a different team, they might not do the same system like what they're doing with the Saints, because you know why? Because Saints have been doing that system.
They already have a place.
Because the Saints have been doing that system, right? And if you're like, maybe we can do the same thing
the Saints are fucked if they lose him.
But the thing is, though, is that like, Taysom Hill is very athletic. I'm like, okay, yeah, because he can do different positions. But has the Saints gone anywhere doing that system? No. So if Taysom Hill goes to a different team, are they really going to use that kind of system with him? Because it hasn't got the Saints anywhere.
No. Because the Saints only have that. If he goes to another team, they have the other pieces.
But that's why
they can supplement.
And that's why I'm asking, like,
do you
use him more of a tight? Do you use him more of a tight end? Do you use him more of a fullback?
You plug him in wherever you want. You plug him into every piece that you think that you're missing.
And I think he'd be plugged in the best as a tight end, as a blocker, or as a big play one. I don't know if any other team can use Taysom
or maybe
Hill.
As a fullback out the back.
But a lot of teams don't use fullbacks. That's what I'm saying. Like Taysom Hill, we'll probably see the most out of him with the Saints, and then
imagine him just as a straight running back, catching passes, running the ball, because he's used to playing quarterback.
Third and second, 3rd and 2 yards. Yeah,
he's getting
Taysom Hill for sure.
Yeah,
but like
but dude, they've thrown passes to him out on the wide, and fucking he's got 10, 20 yards out of it. So
tough.
that's with somebody getting the ball to him, which they have not had at the Saints at all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
But you pair him with a Justin Herbert.
Justin Herbert, he already has Gerald Everett.
Who's better, Gerald Everett or Taysom Hill?
I would go with Gerald Everett. He's got better hands. He's got better. Dude, like
Taysom Hill?
Saints, dude. Saints use Taysom Hill way differently than any other team. I don't think Taysom Hill would ever got this kind of fame if it wasn't for the system that the Saints use.
No, I think he would have been a star on any team he played for.
I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I think the Saints with their system, they make him look like so good, but like you're gonna like treat him as a. Teams barely use fullbacks.
Well, take a look at this. Put him over there with Mac Jones.
I don't know.
You can use him.
We spend a lot of money on tight ends. I'd rather keep Hunter Henry on our team.
No,
than,
you don't have to use him as a tight end.
what are we going to
use him as whatever?
I mean, he can't separate. He can't separate from the defender when it comes to wide receivers.
I think he could.
The best spot he can be in is probably a tight end blocker or a running back.
No, so you take him, put him on the Patriots, put him as either running back, fullback, or a slot. You have a better Edelman. I can't say better Edelman. A different type of Edelman. Yeah. Yeah. You can't knock Edelman.
You can't compare it to Edelman, man.
You can never knock Edelman, bro.
Dude, that dude. I love. He's
Have
a
you
really
heard?
good slot
So,
receiver.
dude, Edelman was like the perfect like person as far as like football goes. Like he was the football guy. Like he's just a great guy. Is what he was, dude. Yeah, I watched a documentary on it, or
It's cool, dude.
Yeah, he's
it's
just a
super
great
fucking
guy,
cool.
man.
It's
Yeah.
super fucking cool, and like I said, like I told him, like he used to do quarterback and
Punt
returner in college,
Yeah.
and then like, hey, you want to be a wide receiver, and like he made it work because he wanted to be in the NFL, and then he turned to be like his stat line in regular seasons, like his whole career is really not all that at all.
But his postseason,
But his postseason stat lines could probably put him in the Hall of Fame. Because
if that dude doesn't make it to the Hall of
because
Fame,
he's competing
I have
he's competing with Jerry Rice with some of the stat lines. I know it's not probably not the yards and stuff like that, but like receptions, touchdowns. Like the dude is competing
the clutch moment
with some of the best stat lines in playoffs. That's why I feel like when you needed him the most, which is the playoffs, he produced. I kind of feel like
when
you
we
should
get
probably
off
put him in
this
the Hall of
pod,
Fame.
we're gonna look up Julian Edelman.
We should because I know regular season stats, like no, I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame. But you need to look at his whole career, and if you compare it with his playoffs, definitely make a conversation with that.
Yeah,
for sure, 100%.
All right, so I think at this point, I think we've talked enough football.
Enough.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And I think we should probably
Good.
let our people go. We love you. Thank you guys for fucking coming out, man. If you're at this point of the pod, you are like a true football fan.
A true
you are
champ.
You're probably a true fucking Book of Ocean
Right now
fan.
we're in overtime right now.
We're in like triple overtime.
Die hard fan.
Yeah, and I love you. And Joel loves you. Kristen loves you. Say it loves you. Make sure that you check out all of the Detours if you haven't already. And also check out our boy Jesse that we missed tonight. Check out our boy Ben that we missed tonight.
Yeah, shout
out our boy.
out.
Was it Kevin that you were trying to get on?
I was trying to get my friend Cole and my friend Hunter on, but they were a little bit too busy.
Yeah. Everybody's
or they were a little bit butthurt from the Cowboys losing, which is understandable.
Yeah, we'll get them on in 2 weeks. It'll be all right.
Understandable.
Yeah. But make sure that you check out all of the Detours, and then I'm going to go ahead and do a plug for, dude, I fucking love the Roots Apothecary, bro. Those are my dudes. Yeah, I'm going to just throw that in there, dude.
Those are my dudes.
Yeah.
I'm just going to throw that.
Yeah, that's where Kristen works, man, and, like, they have changed my fucking life, dude.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So Kristen is, like, full-blown into this company, and she gets, like, products from them that have absolutely changed my life. This beef tallow and, like, their CBD products are fucking amazing. I love these dudes,
On
man.
CBD products?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay.
They have so much going on, dude. And I drink their fucking cacao powder like every morning. She drinks the greens. Like, it's great, man. They just do so much. Like, check them out.
I gotta look into it.
Yeah,
I'll
send you home with some shit before you go. I definitely recommend it. Whenever you wake up in the morning, I'll give you some shit for your coffee, and you'll be good, bro.
Just put a little bit in there. Stir it up.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm
so
down.
shout out Roots Apothecary. Shout out Lady Kristen for giving me the opportunity. She's in there with the baby. And shout out Joel over here for fucking coming back on
Thank
the
you
pod.
for having me on.
Always a good time.
Thank you for having me on.
Shout out
Always a
Saya
pleasure.
for giving us the time to fucking do this. And yeah, let's get the fuck out of here,
Let's
bro.
get out of here. Deuces.
Deuces,
Talk to you
guys.
soon. Till next time.
We love you. We'll see you soon.